For some reason, the bigger streamers aren't streaming it this morning, so we decided we would play it since we are enjoying this game quite a bit. Alpha or not, pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, Aether Crystal.
Have you found any more uses for the crystals?
Nah, I'm just putting them in my bank.
Because there's a quest that requires
Jesus.
them.
Oh,
but then
God.
Once you complete the quest, I don't know what else they're used for. They still say they're a
Oh,
quest
God.
item.
Yeehaw! Run away!
There's not much mining, it's different.
Oh, God. Ow. Holy shit.
Yeah, videos are really good for when you're tired. As I was watching that Minecraft video that Osiris posted on the Steam group. It's pretty funny. Those guys
shit,
are
is that a
hilarious talking
reanimator?
about the horses.
What is that thing? Yeah, it is a reanimator.
I don't know. Is he a purple named enemy?
No.
Oh, he's just a regular. Oh. Means he probably
Sorry.
won't have a loot ball of joy. Loot
Yeah,
ball
we'll
of
see.
happiness. Happy fun ball.
It's
Happy
a
fun
yellow.
Loot ball. Well. There's a piece of scrap too. Scrap
Yep.
is also a quest item.
Yep.
That we haven't found another use for yet.
Yeah, he is dead now.
Excellent job.
Get that Aether Crystal. Get it. Yeah. What the fuck is that? Overmind. Look at that. It's a huge eyeball thing.
There was one of those down in the sewer area.
Yeah, he is dead.
He dropped money.
I hate these Fury guys, man. Their health regen. It's a son of a bitch.
Is there no ETA on the release of
Oh, shit.
that game right now? Is it
Killed my damn...
Cube World?
Oh, my God. Come back. Help me.
ETAs are always good, but I guess if it's a small indie dev team, they probably have a hard time nailing down an exact release date.
This place is crazy.
Oh, I need to listen to this. I'm gonna listen to the sound of slaughter.
What do you listen to? Me?
Yeah,
Right on.
I have my sound kind of turned off, so every once in a while I put my headphones on and listen to your sound of slaughter, but I have to listen to us talking too, so...
Yeah. Alright, so let's see.
Let's see
right now I'm
here.
just clearing this cave out because I like clearing caves out because usually they have a boss in them. And I've seen two enemies that I've never seen. Well, I've seen a reanimator, but that Overmind I've never seen. Oh, look, a stone chest and a
Ooh.
metal strongbox.
Ooh, that's a pretty decent
Yeah,
sized chest.
that's looking good. I have hope that a green will come out of that thing. I mean,
Well.
because that's pretty big.
Yeah, that's the biggest chest I've ever seen.
Alright, so here we go.
Go, treasure chest, go!
And I got one yellow.
Oh.
Oh well.
Hey, you got potions, though. Are either one of those health potions, or are they both
I don't know. I
spirit
didn't look.
potions?
Alright,
Healing,
let's
you got
see.
one healing potion.
I got a new piece of armor, studded leg wraps. They're level 16. And I got this helmet, poison and acid resistance.
Hmm. Yes, when it's done, that's the best answer.
Yeah.
Because you know, at least, it'll be as good as they can make it. They have the freedom to wait until it's done.
Yeah, that's
so
why-
many game companies go into open beta forever now.
Yeah.
Because they want to be able to keep working on the game. I mean, for example, Path of Exile is open beta still,
Right.
and they're still making a lot of changes to it. I don't really know what it's going to take for those guys to actually come out of beta. I mean, their product is good enough that it doesn't feel like a beta, but whatever their
Nah.
vision is, they still feel like it's in beta. So, I mean, maybe they're calling it that until they get a certain number of acts out, or who knows exactly when they're going to call it an actual released game. But they're not wiping anything anymore. I mean, it's released. So a lot of companies will just call it beta so that they have a little bit of the cover your ass going on in case something weird is still happening with the game, or so that they have more freedom to make changes. People get so mad when game companies update things. I mean, look at WoW and all the buffs and nerfs that everybody complains
Yeah.
about with WoW all the time. Their game is obviously not beta, but it's also an MMO which requires constant updating to stay current. And people are constantly whining and complaining about what's going on there.
Peace explosion.
See you later.
Enjoy your
Explosion.
lunch or dinner or breakfast, whichever it is.
Have
Enjoy
an
your food,
excellent, have
your
an
meal.
excellent food time.
Yes. Excellent meal to you.
He's gonna go on a whirlwind tour of the grocery store and not have any bacon, probably.
Yeah. Probably not.
No bacon.
Oh,
It's
God.
alright. There has to be bacon for the rest of us.
That's true. Oh, Jesus. Alright,
It's like when we start casting and we don't know whether to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening because everybody has a different time zone. Good night. We have 4 different times that we could identify. So it's kind of like with food. We don't know if we're talking about breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, meals, snacks.
Holy
Have a
shit,
nice
man. Those
snack.
guys are badass. They killed both of my familiars. Those cold guys.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
called.
they do a lot of damage.
Yeah. The cold ones are badass.
I did die once last night. My first death was one of those cold guys because they have like, I think it's a killer dot. When they
Yes.
freeze you,
Yeah.
man, your life is pretty gone pretty fast. As we do say, welcome to the stream. That seems to work pretty well. I like to identify the time, and it's always wrong for me too, because sometimes I'll start streaming and I'll say good morning, and
And
it's
it's
like
not
8
even
PM.
morning. Well, it's our morning.
Well, it's 8 p.m. at night when I'll say
Yeah,
it
but that's
sometimes.
our morning.
It's all relative. I
Yeah.
figure we can't go wrong with whatever we say in the greeting because it's right for somebody somewhere.
Right?
So they'd be like, it's not morning here.
I do.
I like knowing what time it is for everybody. It helps a little bit.
I do enjoy that that curse, because that curse keeps me alive because it reduces their movement speed.
Hmm.
Holy shit, that's a lot of guys down there.
I still want to see your first blue.
Yeah, me too.
It's a good thing that we're not doing one of those stream until a blue drops
Oh, God.
marathons. We might never.
My marathon, it would just be going on forever.
4 days
It would be
later.
like Frank's 2-year challenge. Go until the first blue drops. I'll be streaming for 2 years straight.
4 days later, Apocryphile's ready to. He'd just table flip, and that's how the stream would end one
Yeah.
day. And come
That'd
back
be
on
it.
and
I'm
like,
done.
Apocryphile's computer is broken. We're gonna be gone for a couple days while we fix it. You never put.
And build a new computer desk.
You shouldn't ever put win conditions on your stream
No.
time. Especially when it concerns a loot drop. That would be like the most unwise thing we could possibly do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to this game having multiplayer.
Yeah, oh, it's going to be awesome. Very, very awesome.
Yeah, part of the fun in these games is being able to share your loot. Like, stuff you can't use. I mean, what's the fun in putting it in your stash? I mean, sure, if you've got a couple characters, you
go
can
this
switch it
way.
back and forth, but being able to say, like, this looks good for your
What? I can't
character
go through
is
here.
fun for me. I like that.
Shit. Gotta go down way far.
I have so much stuff I want to do lately with gaming, and just not enough time to. Like, I still
Where
need to
the
finish
fuck?
learning the Foundry in Neverwinter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
just,
a lot of fun.
I don't really even care to learn, because I'm not going to be playing it long enough. I don't want to, like, teach myself how to use the Foundry just to play it, like
It's fun.
maybe a few more days.
I think my goal with the Foundry is to make at least one quest. Just something simple to start. And then if I continue playing it, I mean, honestly, that feels like the real meat of Neverwinter. It's really in the Foundry. It's the player-made content because there's just so much stuff you can do, and each of the adventures
was
scales
that?
to your level. Some of them are for one character,
God.
some are for duos, some are for a full 5
Run
party.
away.
There's always stuff to do. But, man, I sort of wish the game, in a way, I wish it wasn't free to play. If it was truly a pay-to-play game, though, I probably would have never played it. But it feels limited like a free-to-play, and ultimately, I think that's what's going to drive me away from it. Like it always happens, because I start feeling restricted, or I look at stuff and I'm like, I will never have enough diamonds to buy the things that I want. I don't really want to pay for Zen, so
Well, don't worry about that 6 cube, because we'll be going to bed here pretty soon, because we have to get up to go to the wedding later on, so.
I don't know how much longer we're going to make it.
Yeah.
If we stop streaming right now, we would probably get about 5 hours of sleep, which is not a lot. And that's we'd have to wind down too, so we probably would even get less. Because I still
No,
need to eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
I have to eat.
You have to wind down. I could probably just go pass out.
Yeah, Apocryphile's pretty good at immediately passing out. It's me. I have the trouble sleeping sometimes. I'll be like laying there trying to sleep, get out the old phone, play some games, read Reddit. Eventually, I fall asleep holding my phone. We're already married.
Yeah, we're already married. We're going to a
That's-
friend's wedding.
That's long done, yeah. We're going to a friend's wedding today, which it looks to be great fun. And then depending on how much sleep we got and how awake we are when we get back tonight, because I don't really know what the after party is going to be like. Sometimes you go to a wedding and you go to the after party and it's real short, and the bride and the groom, they disappear, and then the party kind of breaks up and it's early. But sometimes you go to a wedding and the party is so killer that everybody is out until like 4 in the morning. So I don't know what kind of wedding party to expect tonight. But that will determine when the next time we stream is, because technically after this stream we should be done for the weekend, but we're thinking we're probably going to have a special cast this weekend because we have to skip tonight. Don't forget to get Rockstar, I know.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so wait, you have to fold laundry now, Explosion, instead of getting to eat? That is a disappointment. That's a huge disappointment, especially if you're starving. You're going to be very frustrated by the time you get to the bottom of the pile.
Unless you
Yes?
maximize your time and just eat your laundry. Less to fold, get full, win-win.
This is the worst idea you've ever had.
No, probably not the worst idea I've ever had.
Today.
It's the worst idea I've had today.
It's the worst idea Apocryphile's had today. And it's aimed right at you, Explosion.
Yeah. So I mean, it could save you some time if you don't mind eating your shirts
This is true.
or your socks.
But then somebody would probably have to take him to the hospital because you're not supposed to eat your shirt. That would be bad. He'd have to have his shirts.
These
like,
socks are delicious.
surgically removed, and this is counterproductive. Do not eat your clothes, Explosion. Can you imagine if somebody out there was actually like influenced
Fold
enough?
your food, eat your laundry. Win-win.
Oh, thank God you guys are not like that.
Ah.
Seconds later, Explosion's like, wait, so I shouldn't have eaten that sock?
Oh. Hey, man, I said that in one of the streams. Oh, these socks are delicious.
Why are we always talking about eating socks?
I don't know.
That doesn't even make sense. Is that a thing?
No,
It's a
it
thing.
is now.
It's a thing to us. For some reason, eating socks is a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. These socks are delicious.
Don't eat socks. Don't eat your laundry.
Oh.
Disclaimer, if you eat laundry, it's not our fault. Okay. So, let's see.
But Apocryphile told me to eat my socks.
Christ. That's so
I don't
bad.
know what's happening anymore. Oh, shit. That's a lot of guys.
Remember eating
Ah!
socks? You remember the eating socks? I think that was a Terraria thing.
It
That
was.
probably in the highlight.
It was right before I fell to my death.
That's why everybody's gonna always remember it, because it's in the highlight now. Talk about eating socks once, and that was the first time, and now we've done it again. I don't even know how that happened. And Chessman, no, this game is not free. This game is an alpha that you can pre-order right now, and people that pre-order and pay for the $50 tier get access to the alpha, beta, and a full copy of the game when it's released.
GW made me. These socks are delicious.
So let's see here. You can go. Here's their
Man.
website. I would ask the bot to pull it up, but the bot is not functioning. You can look at. I think it's the buy now link. Will show you the different tiers that they have. And so if you're interested in supporting a very small but very cool indie dev team, I would recommend that you check that out.
Yeah.
The game is an alpha. If you're expecting a perfect ARPG, it wouldn't probably be the game for you, but if you like playing alphas and betas and dealing with bugs and getting to see early parts of the game before it's officially released, then it might be for you.
Yeah, and also if you like supporting indie devs, like Lochiver said.
People just like to support the devs. They don't really want to play the alpha or beta build, but they want to donate money, so there's always that. Depends on your level of involvement. There are so many cool games to support, though. Everybody pretty much has to pick which devs they're going to support, which games they're going to support. Can't support them all.
Yeah. Pick your battles.
Yep. We have a particular liking for ARPGs,
Something
and
was on
since
the
we were
ground
very
over there.
fond of Titan Quest, the same developer that makes Titan Quest, we decided to support this game a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
So. And they had a Kickstarter. It's been a year. You know, I was looking at Twitter the other day, and just kind of looking at the hashtags for Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn really didn't have any mention after their Kickstarter. You know how people
Yeah.
take things and whatnot. Until the alpha came out. It was almost exactly a year from the end of their Kickstarter until the alpha. because
Wow.
there was just nothing in between, like as far as like top and popular posts. So it was kind of a little silent. I mean, we were getting
Wow.
updates through Kickstarter, which was cool,
Already full.
but it's been pretty cool to follow. I'm just amazed. I'm loving it. Post-apocalyptic ARPG. Talk about
Post-apocalyptic steampunk
yeah,
ARPG.
so awesome.
Yes, this free shrimp buffet band name, of course. That's like the worst band name ever. Right next to like
right.
free beer.
That's right. That was that day, wasn't it?
Yep.
Was that it was all the same day. We were on a roll that day. I think maybe we were drunk that day.
Coming to
Probably.
J&J's this Saturday, free shrimp buffet. People lining up like outside for like blocks, and then they get in and they're like, "All right, and now free shrimp buffet," and everybody's like, "What? This is a band? It's lynching time," and then you're dead. Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. People would be so angry if that happened.
Yeah.
Like, the people that would be angry are always those ones that are just kind of like a little stupid, and they don't really understand stuff, and so they wouldn't really understand even after you explained that it's the band name. They still wouldn't quite get that it's not a free shrimp buffet.
We hate you.
So they would just be standing there screaming that they were paying customers even though it's free, and that they deserve free shrimp.
Everybody
I'm gonna tell all
deserves
my
free
friends
shrimp.
that this establishment is a crap, and I'm not coming back here unless I get my free shrimp.
I mean, really, who doesn't deserve free shrimp?
Crazy people. Crazy people.
You should just share shrimp with humanity, unless of course you're allergic to shellfish, and then you shouldn't eat it.
There's always got to be a disclaimer on everything.
Yeah.
You should have some free shrimp, unless, of course,
You're allergic to shellfish, then don't eat the shrimp, please.
Game with us is not responsible for your allergic reaction to shrimp. Do not eat shrimp if you're allergic to shrimp. I mean, we have to have like 80 million disclaimers about everything.
Ether damage.
Yeah, that would be very nice of you, Sean, but you certainly don't have to do that. Maybe at some point, like we keep wanting to do some giveaways. We've been talking about it off and on, and one of the key things about giveaways, we have some keys to games that we're just kind of like holding on to for now. We don't want to advertise that we're gonna do it. Like, we really don't.
We
We're
want
just
to
gonna-
give away things to our regulars. We don't want to we don't want to do a giveaway to bring in new viewers because we want to reward the people who've been here for a while.
I don't want people in the stream who are here just for giveaways. We want people who are in here because they like the community and want to join, or looking for people to play, want some new friends, whatever. Not people, because you get some real weird audiences when you're in channels that are like, that they advertise the giveaways and the titles and stuff. It's like, ugh.
Like, we don't want to do a gimmick just to get people to show up, because we want to get people here who like us and who like the chat. Like, we want to build a community rather than just, like, to get people in here, Like come get some free shit and watch our channel.
And then they get some free shit and then they just go away. And
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, that's fine, but we want to build a community and not have, people just leaving or coming in for free stuff and going.
Okay, I got my free shit. I'm out. Peace.
Rig it for the regulars. Well, we'll make it fair. Anybody who happens to be in here, when we're doing it is absolutely allowed to enter. I think the only thing we'll probably require is that people are following, but that's it. What we want to give away stuff, and I think I have a Titan Quest code to give away at some point. So because we've been playing so much Grim Dawn lately, that might be something we can do. So if any of you guys
trust me, the questions, there will be questions that only regulars will be able to answer.
We've also come up with an idea so we could actually do those poll kind of questions, so that the first person that gets the right answer will win. So if you pay attention to the channel memes, the regulars have more chance of winning because they're in here listening to our ridiculous jokes.
Like if I say, what is delicious that you shouldn't eat? I mean, everybody knows the answer to that.
Especially after today.
This is delicious.
Or another question would be, what is the dirtiest number?
Yeah.
Do you guys know the answer to that?
Do you remember what the dirty number was?
Like we have some stuff that, like, if people have been in here and paying attention, that you may
filthy
be able to
number
win stuff when we do our contests. So
that was a long time ago, though.
Sarah's
Yeah, and I fell to my death. Yes, 16. Nice.
Sarah's is gonna win all the competitions. You guys, you better watch out.
I wonder if it's still dirty.
It's
Yeah.
not dirty
Okay, it's not
anymore.
blocked anymore.
They fixed it. Oh, did you? You just
Yeah, I tried it. It's not blocked.
Look how lagged that is.
Yeah.
It took like 4 or 5 seconds for your chat to show up.
Oh man, I could expand my stash.
You have enough money to expand your stash?
Yeah, but I don't need to because I'm not. It's not full. So
Yeah, wait till it's full. Because you might find something cool to buy instead.
Yeah.
I know Osiris is gonna be like, he's just gonna know all the answers. But you know, here's another one. I mean, there's a couple different answers for this one, so it's gonna get you guys what's the most perfect food in the world? You know?
Yeah. What is the most perfect food?
And there's a good question.
And there is an answer.
There's two separate answers for that one. So
That's a good one.
oh, which one is it today?
That's a good one.
Yep. And the other question is, you know, what is our the other question we could ask is, what is our bot sad he can't have?
Yeah.
I mean, like, so there are ways that we can make it
See,
more for the regulars. So we can actually
plus
ask
people
questions you guys
people
can
know what we drink. Like,
Oh,
what's our
that's right.
favorite drink?
What is this weird-looking green stuff that Locke has that when Apocryphile holds it, it's orange? You know, I mean, you guys can. Actually, it looks kind of yellow today, but
So the regulars will have a almost. I mean, a regular's gonna win.
yeah, I think that's how.
Because
Because
if we're asking personal stuff like what's our favorite energy drink, someone who just came into the
a
channel,
random person could get that because there's only a limited amount of energy drinks.
what? There's a crazy number of energy drinks.
True. It is true that regulars would probably be able to answer the right one faster.
Yeah.
So that's the idea. We don't want to advertise when we're doing giveaways because we don't want people in here just randomly coming in for stuff. And two, we want you guys to win. So we're gonna
Oh damn, those look good.
structure it towards.
Dude, look at that picture that
What?
Osiris linked of the.
What is this? Oh my God, that's fancy as hell.
Wow. Damn, that looks
That's
good.
actually an orange slice. And
Yes.
what is the herb on there? I can't
That's
tell.
mint.
Is it like a spearmint?
Yeah.
I want one of those. Where is this from? It's just the mimosa.com. It's just like this main site that just talks
Wow.
about mimosas all the time.
That's pretty awesome.
I have a new goal. Oh my God, there's a hotel called the Mimosa in Miami Beach, Florida. That's where this is from.
Nice.
Totally going there. This is kind of a new thing for me. I haven't been drinking these my whole life. When did we start doing this? Was it about maybe 6 months ago we started trying them?
Yeah, Shanna told us to go to the
remember.
Abbey Inn because they have specials. $2 mimosas. Hell yes. So we would go there and just drink mimosas.
It was pretty cheap. And those guys do not skimp on the champagne.
It's like orange champagne,
We started
basically.
going there like every Sunday morning for brunch, and then we started having some of our friends come out, and it was just like, it got to the point where we were just like, maybe we need to cut back and make our own, because we're just like going there all the time.
I know.
and spending all
It's
this
like,
money.
yeah.
Even
We
when
spend a
it's
lot of
cheap.
money on mimosas.
Yeah, we're actually not that heavy of drinkers, believe it or not. We drink more, probably Coke and Rockstar and water. I mean, water's a
Man,
staple. I always
that
have
is
this
a
thing
gap.
here. This is my Brita filter water.
Or
I've always
maybe it
got
isn't.
that.
Looks like a
good
gap.
for you.
Damn it.
But anyway, that's the idea. As long as you guys are sort of paying attention to what's going on in the chat, we're not going to make our questions hard, but
Nah.
they're just going to be things that regulars would know because it makes more sense to us. And every once in a while, we could probably do a completely random raffle, but you know, I don't understand the point of those gimmicks of trying to get people to come into the chat and watch
Well,
your show.
that's not the kind of people we want. We don't want people who just want to come in and get their stuff and leave. We want to reward our regulars.
I do love giving away stuff to my friends, so it's just a good excuse for us to give stuff away to you guys. So, anyway, how many of you guys do not have Titan Quest? Because I'm kind of curious whether or not that would be something good for us to give away, because I think we have a Steam key for Titan Quest. It's just kind of been gathering dust.
And
that
then,
would probably
you know,
be-
if you want to play an RPG or ARPG and you don't really know much about Grim Dawn or Titan Quest, you could try out, you know, if you're interested in Grim Dawn but you don't have $50, you can play some Titan Quest and kind of get a feel for it because it's made by the same guys and kind of has some of the same mechanics.
Yeah, it has the same.
And it's really
same
fun.
feel.
Titan Quest is really good.
We have a very important question in chat right now.
Did you get the thing I sent you the other day, by the way? I did, in fact, get it. Thank you very much. I have something special planned for you at some point. So, keep an eye out.
I can't contain myself. I'm just gonna sit here and giggle. Okay, so let's see. Six Cubed, you don't have
Orbo,
Titan
what
Quest.
is up?
Slowshine, you don't have Titan Quest. I agree with you, Mako. Prize pigs. I've never heard that phrase before, but I get where you're coming from on that. Those people are not cool. Orbo, hello. Why are you always late? I don't know.
Osiris says, that sounds horrifying.
I'm scared. He's scared. You scared him.
Yeah, scared.
That's right, man. You be scared.
Mako Marquis says, if you do giveaways, you should allow people to play with you in a game, like PoE stream or whatever. That's not a bad idea. The problem with streaming with other people is we can't always make sure the person is going to be there. That's why we don't really stream with people, is because it takes a lot of coordination.
Yeah,
and
plus playing with us is not a prize. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, it's not a prize.
It's like, how egotistical would that be?
It's like,
you've won the opportunity to play with Locke.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Apocryphile.
really,
It's like, no, it's
we're not.
I get what you're
we
saying,
don't.
though.
I mean, we have egos, but they're not that big.
No.
Like,
And we want to
Void
give away,
Fox,
like,
what's up,
physical
man?
things, like
We saw you
cool-
were streaming.
cool things. Like that's kind of what we want to do. We want to be able to give away actual games and stuff. You know.
Hey guys, Void Fox here. He's
Hey,
been
Void Fox.
streaming here. PoE, not PoE. He's been. We're talking about PoE. He's been streaming Grim Dawn 2. He was in here the other day. We watched him.
Yes.
He's awesome. So if we're not around, you guys should definitely watch Void Fox,
Yes,
because
he's a very, very funny dude.
yeah,
We were in there crashing his channel.
yeah. It was
Yesterday.
pretty awesome.
Blame Don't Starve. So let me get this straight, Orbo. Your schedule's completely messed up because of Don't Starve.
Oh yeah, Orbo was saying, did you see his comment on Steam where he's like, "Why am I addicted to Don't Starve?"
Oh, yeah, I did see that. You're making YouTube tutorials. I didn't realize that.
Nice.
Yeah, people that are not familiar with the game, it's really weird because when you start becoming an expert at a game, even if you've only played it for a few hours, people will come out and just ask you all kinds of stuff about it.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're talking about really fast when you're doing videos and streaming, because you
Man,
want to
did
be
I
able
go
to
in this
answer
thing
people.
already?
It's
I
pretty
recognize this
tough.
cave entrance.
Unacceptable, Orbo. Too many commas.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
You're fired from grammar school. Can you be fired from school? You can't. You're nah, never mind. I'll allow it.
Internet celebrities. That's the most funny thing ever.
Yeah.
It is never going to
No,
be a
we are
prize to
not.
play a game with us ever.
Yeah.
Just the community
Yeah.
is a game with us is all of us together as a community.
So
That's why
like,
we
what,
have the Steam
so if
group.
it's a prize to play with us, what about the Minecraft people? Are they just like,
We just give away stuff to them all the time
Yeah.
because we like them better, I guess.
it's like,
No,
oh yeah,
it's-
Minecraft people, we just play with them.
I
Even
don't
though
know.
I-
Well, see,
I'm
we're
terrible
making
at
fun of
Minecraft,
it,
though.
But there are some streamers out there that do stuff like that, so. And we're just
I'm
not
just
coordinated enough to do community days yet.
That
just
and
not.
really, it's not a prize.
It's
like,
mostly because, like, just playing in general with viewers, it's hard to coordinate it because we don't know what we're gonna play.
like I would much rather play with viewers off stream, just because, like, you know, there's the whole like, what happens if we crash? What happens if the person we're playing with crashes? You know,
Yeah,
plus,
especially if there's some kind of progression.
or if we wake up at 8 or 10, or we wake up late, or start the stream late, or start it early, or start at a different time, and the person's not there. It's like, oh, we already played it, man.
I know. Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest problems is trying to progress. The more people that you're connected with on the screen that you need to have there, the more chance that somebody's going to drop offline. Everybody's
Yeah.
just going to sit around and like, what's happening?
That's also
So-
true, Sean. It's like when you have to play Zen Master, what is up? Welcome to Game With Us.
Yes, hello, Zen Master. How are you today?
Yeah, it's definitely like when you play a game with like, okay, here's an example. I'm going to make fun of Osiris real quick just because he's opening his mouth a lot and I can pick on
He's
him.
a good target.
Yeah, he's a good target.
Thanks so
All right,
much.
let's say, oh, awesome.
He's all like, I'm
Pyromancers
scared
are good.
again.
Okay,
Be
so
scared,
let's say we're
Osiris.
playing, Osiris and I and Locke are all playing Monaco together. Oh wow, you're 2 levels ahead of me. And Shogun it. That is Lochiver, and she is my wife.
Well, you're on the right.
Okay. Oh, am I the chick on the right?
Probably.
Yes, I am single. My name is Apocryphile.
You're not single. We're married, and he's very beautiful. His lovely locks.
Okay, so what I was saying, let's say, okay, this escalated quickly. All right, so let's say, how much? Okay, we'll talk about that after I'll send you a message after the stream. Okay, so me and Osiris and Locke are playing Monaco, and Monaco is a pretty tough game.
It's hard.
And
Yes.
if Osiris sucks balls, and we're streaming with him, and I'm getting frustrated. I probably can't hide my look of disgust. Like, oh my god. And I just want to say, Osiris sucks so bad, but it's like we just have to, like, struggle through with it. Like, that's not fun.
It would be bad, too, if it's lag caused. I mean, that might not even be somebody's fault that they're not playing well.
That's a pretty good pickup line. Look, to the girl on the right, can I borrow a quarter? I promise to call my grandma when I met the girl of my dreams. Nice.
Oh, Orbo.
See, so that's the thing. That's why it's kind of hard to stream with viewers when it's like a difficult game, because you might not like their play style. Like, because there's a difference in people sucking and people like for example, when you play something like Diablo 3 or let's say Diablo 2, because Diablo 3 has its own loot. Like, some people just want to pick up all the stuff, and if you're like, you just want to go, hey, are you going to share that with me on the stream? And they're just like being a loot hog, and you're like,
Well, I don't worry about that too much with people that we've gotten to know. It's just...
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
There's always... Yeah, there's different play styles. It's just very difficult for us to do that. We definitely prefer offline, which is why... if we're going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV in the future, this might actually be an exception. Because we're going to be creating a... what are they called? Adventure...
free company.
Free companies, right? They have this fancy name for a guild, adventure companies or whatever. And so we're going to be making a guild, essentially, and we're probably going to be running dungeons. And,
PvP with viewers.
And if people happen to be on, then we'll probably recruit from whoever's on first.
That could actually be fun.
I mean, if you guys are in the guild and playing with us, you know, that's what's going to happen. But that's an exception, and MMOs have that problem with connections.
Yeah.
Which one? No matter how you're doing it, like if we're in dungeons with other people, they might disconnect. So we're going to run into the same problems. It's not really anything that's unique or special to Twitch. So that is going to be an exception.
Would actually be kind of cool too. Is like what Osiris was just saying, is like run into people out in the world. Like we be running around in Final Fantasy and see someone and be like, oh hey, you're on the stream. And they'll be like, what?
I don't think a lot of people realize that. When I was playing Path of Exile, I had to put in my description, there's like a status that you could put in there that I'm streaming, because I had a couple of people that would private message me a lot, and I didn't really want... Some of the stuff they were talking about was, I guess, sensitive beta information, so I'm just kind of like, when I have this message up, make sure you're not private messaging me, because I might actually be streaming, and unless you block all messages... At the time, you couldn't block messages, so there was no way, unless I covered it up, I couldn't keep people from seeing what they were
Those guys are
seeing,
fucking
so
fast.
And that was a while ago. That was when I was doing
Where are
test
my
streams
pets?
last year,
Help.
mostly. But my status is always, I might be live streaming.
Shit.
And do not private message me if you want anything kept secret, because if we're on the air, too bad. Too bad.
Ah. Toxin Incorporated, welcome to the stream.
Yes, greetings.
Welcome to Game With Us.
Yeah, this channel is all about the long hair.
Yep, indeed. Oh
yeah,
man.
That makes sense. Definitely with MMOs, I think we're gonna see
almost
viewers on stream
I don't
randomly.
Speaking of Spring Green, Osiris, we have a theory that you can't pick Spring Green anymore, because unless you still have it as your default color, we don't think you can pick it anymore.
There's still a spring greenish color in there, but it's more
not
readable
like
than the
Spring
old
Green, because I was in someone else's channel. I think it might have been Void Fox's channel, was it?
No, I think it was when Ethan was messing around the other day with it, because he put it on and we could
No,
read
it was someone in someone else's channel had Spring Green.
I thought it
I'm
was
gonna
Ethan,
die.
but- Run!
No, it wasn't Ethan, because he tried to do it too, and it didn't look like... Jesus, that guy's fast. And you can't pick Spring Green, because I can read it. But when I was in that other person's chat, and someone... Oh my god, I'm so fucked.
Oh my god, 6 cube. That's very spring green.
It's not though, because I can read that.
It's slightly different. Yeah, the old spring green color.
Someone had it in a chat, and I literally was like 2 inches from the screen, and I couldn't read it. I'm like, I can't read it. It was literally impossible to read.
Yeah, I remember I was looking at it. I can't read stuff on your screen anyway, but on mine, like I can read your name 6 cubed. It's still not easy, but it's readable. But that old color was just,
dude,
no matter how much you concentrated on it, you could not read it. So
why did you have to cut your hair 6 cubed? I want to know.
For a job?
I won't cut my hair for a job. I got a corporate job, and I did not cut my hair. I'm not doing it. I'm like, you could take your paycheck and shove it up your ass. I'm not cutting my hair.
It was just time.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, I think that's what some people are doing. They either, like, if you had spring green as your color and they took it away, as long as you didn't change your color again, you'd still keep it, because some of the old usernames from Justin TV, they were able to choose black back then. If they got imported over to Twitch, and if they didn't change their color, they were able to keep black, even though it's not a default color. So I'm sure that happened with some of the spring green people.
That's
so
probably what that person did. They were a turbo user too, so.
Or they could recreate it with turbo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple ways that you can.
But man, it was impossible to read. Like, I finally was able to decipher it, but man, spring green is hard on the eyes. Have you seen the wooden necktie? What's that? Is it like an actual, does it look like a necktie and it's made of wood?
Interesting. I do not know.
Made by VAT19? I haven't seen one. VAT19, is he the guy that makes the Daft Punk masks and stuff like that? Because I was looking at his shop today. Dude, that guy is amazing. He made that. He made this Fallout pulse rifle, the laser rifle. Oh man, it was.
Oh wait a minute, I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
before.
he makes a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen the wooden necktie. It sounds awesome. But man, that guy has some serious talent. Like, he has a lot of cool shit in his shop. Oh, are you serious? Zen Master just got a blue.
You got a blue, yay!
You should go post that to the forum. There's a forum for that.
Man.
Yeah, congrats. That's awesome.
The two of us, we've only gotten one so far, so they seem to be fairly rare.
Oh shit! What am I doing?
Rare. Oh, and you got one too, Void Fox. Very cool.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
There is a thread going on the.
Wow, everybody's getting blues.
I'll link it to you guys so you don't have to go searching for it. It's pretty cool because there's not that many of them on there. I don't know if people are just not posting their finds.
Yeah, you should definitely post that to the forum.
Yeah, let me copy the link. Let's see. Here is the forum
blue
post.
item, Orbo, like a rare or a epic. Blues are epic in this game. Everyone but me, yes. Void Fox has one. Zen Master has one. Lochiver has one. I don't.
We'll get one.
I have terrible loot luck.
You'll show them all. You'll get the purple first. That's what's gonna happen.
I wish.
You will. I have faith in you and your drops. Orbo doesn't.
Well, at least
one.
somebody does. Oh man, here come those guys that killed me.
Yeah, what is with this black name? See, now that you're
What?
Turbo, you can change it. Osiris changed his name. It's not
Oh,
that
I'm not gonna know who he
anymore.
is anymore.
I know. You're
I'm gonna think he's you.
Yeah.
He's gonna trick me. He's gonna.
I got one.
Explosion.
I didn't even play.
Oh.
Oh man. Well, eventually, I don't know. We'll get more blues. Blues will become boring at some point. See, that's why switching to a new ARPG is always fun, because you're like, look at this. Like, you get happy about whites. Like when we first started.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
I
man.
found a white I can wear. You know.
I think I'm still wearing whites actually. I think I have one. Yep. Shoulders are white. I mean, I will still wear whites. They have pretty good armor on them.
Yeah.
I like armor. I find armor to be useful.
Oh yeah, just as a warning too, our bot is not working today. Normally he kills.
That's a
people
warning?
That do
Oh,
links,
people are
so-
gonna get used to posting links
Right.
and
I
then.
just want to warn you guys. I mean, I don't care what links you're posting.
Oh,
It's fine. It's just
shit.
if the bot comes back online and sees that stuff, he's just gonna time you out. So, just be aware of it today. The bot Nightbot
die,
is
you
at
fuckers.
100% CPU usage right now, which basically looks like he needs to be restarted on the admin side. And so we're just kind of awaiting his horrible return, where he bans the entire room because everybody's been having a good day posting links. So he's gonna come back and be like, massive bans for all.
He's just gonna save them up.
Yeah.
Void Fox, they should just randomize
just-
the color of loot. You'll never know what you're getting.
So
Oh
normally-
wow, I found a red. What the fuck is this?
He's mostly there anyway, just to keep people from coming in and spamming like viruses and stuff like that. So that's not a big deal. But just
we're
warning you.
gonna play Minecraft with Osiris later.
Are we? What? What's happening? Is he? Oh, he's just.
He's trolling me.
He's trolling you. He's
making.
trolling.
He's like,
trying
all
to
right,
guess what the
time to
surprise
go to
thing
bed,
is.
Apocryphile. Okay, night, guys.
He's trying to.
You're like,
he's
what are you
trying
doing?
To, yeah, let's see what's happening here. It's trolls. trolling. You don't use the Kappa face enough for us to know when you're trolling.
Yeah.
So you get Apocryphile like every time.
I'm trying
It's
to
like,
remember.
What's happening? What are we doing?
Hey, wait, what's going on?
And he's gonna panic too because it's Minecraft. Apocryphile does not get along with Minecraft.
I don't get along with lava.
Well, we have it set now so that if you die, you
Oh,
don't
hey,
lose
look.
your stuff. You don't lose your XP either.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. No drop is good for me.
Hey, look, a quest guy in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
Well, I'll be a living person. I've been stranded out here since Burwitch fortified myself on this little patch of island, cooking whatever critters get too close while waiting for the inevitable end. You're a welcome sight for sore eyes. Burwitch fell months ago. How have you survived this long alone? Well, I can cook for one. Used to be head chef in Burwich's finest diner. Learned a bit of hunting by necessity. Gets me by. Scraps of bone rat aren't exactly fine dining, though. Most of all, I just keep quiet and observe. What about you? Where do you hail from? We could use a cook. Tell him about the prison. This prison of yours sounds like heaven compared to my current dwelling. I bet I could do my share as well. Men fight better on full stomachs. How will we get all my equipment to Devil's Crossing? I can open a rift gate to safety. Man, you'd have to be a dick to just leave this guy here. Hey, see you, man.
That's an
Boom,
option.
Peace.
You can just
Yeah.
tell him screw
You can just
off.
be like, oh, I don't know who you are. See ya.
That's terrible.
A portal? I've only ever seen one of those before, and it wasn't spitting out the good guys. I really hope you're not trying to pull one on me. Here goes nothing. See you in Devil's Crossing. The ironclad chef. Let's go talk to him.
Wait, did he disappeared?
Yeah,
Did
he
just
used
go to
my
town?
portal.
Oh, nice. That means he's gonna have something cool back
Yeah.
in town for you.
Yeah, I have an extra
See,
shopkeeper there now.
If you're mean to him, then they'll punish you because he's not gonna be in town for
Yeah.
whatever it is that he does now. Well, let's find out what he does.
Oh,
They're
you won't
saying-
get banned for posting it.
they're saying
Unless
in
it's like
chat-
a butthole.
They're saying in chat that your hair reminds them of Jason Mewes.
Oh, you know, I get that a lot. I get that a lot.
He's
Except
a lot,
my hair isn't dirty blonde though.
Well, he's a lot dumber than
Wow,
you,
check
though.
out
At
what he
least
got.
The character in the
Molten
shows.
Walkers, 41% fire resistant, 23% fire damage, 27 spirit, and +2 to Blackwater Cocktail. That's badass, man.
And it's pretty good.
That's
Very
real
nice,
badass.
Man. Yeah, let me look at it on my screen so I can see the stats close up. Yeah, the Jay character, Jay and Silent Bob, man, that character is...
I used to run around with a
So
guy whose nickname was Silent Bob because he looked like Silent Bob, which is pretty hilarious. But man, it's just long hair. Like if I had dirty blonde hair, people would probably tell me I look like Jason Mewes all the time.
Oh man, that would be so weird. Maybe you should you
No.
should put on a hat. If you put on a hat,
Put
like
on
he
a-
has,
like a
that
toboggan,
wool
yeah.
cap or whatever he wears, like, yeah. Yeah, it could be because your hair's on your shoulders too, right now. The way
Yeah.
it's just laying there all disorganized looking.
Snoochie boochies, baby.
Snoochie boochies.
All right, let's see if I can find this guy, this cook.
Oh man, that's pretty funny.
What the fuck is the internet? It's a
do-
place where people bitch and look at porn.
Ever since I watched that movie, I think it was actually Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, when they went around and went door to door beating up everybody.
That's the scene I was just talking about where
Yeah.
they were talking to Ben Affleck's character, and he's like on the internet, and Jay's like, "What the fuck is the internet?"
Yeah, but at the end though, when they go around and they go and punch people that are all like trolling and flaming
Yeah.
and stuff on forums and everything, like that, who has not wanted to do that? Like
Every
everybody-
person ever,
you would have to live
anybody who's
vicariously
ever
through
been
that.
on a message board has wanted to reach through the internet and punch somebody in the face.
Here, I'm missing what's
Yeah,
going on
what
here.
are the
Let's see.
Hey, Shillin NP, what's up? Or Shillin P, welcome to game with us.
Is it shill or shile?
It's Shillin.
Shillin'?
It's like Shillin like a
chillin'?
villain.
Chillin' P? Shillin' P? Shillin'? Good job. Good job. We try to pronounce people's names right here. Sometimes we fail miserably,
Yeah.
but we're pretty good at remembering once you guys tell us at least once.
Jay and Silent Bob go Irish. What is that? Oh, here's the cook. Ulgrim rescued. Well,
Right.
if it isn't my savior, I cannot thank you enough. I finally get to cook for other people again. Here, have some soup. Could use some salt, but Captain Whiskey over there, Captain Whiskey. Captain Whiskey over there insisted it's for combat use only. Glad you settled in.
The captain's name is Bourbon. That's
Yep.
the joke.
Come back anytime. I got a few old stories to tell you if you have an ear to listen. We'll do later, old timer. I'm gonna look at this soup. What is this soup? Did he really give me soup?
Wait, did he give you something?
I don't know. Maybe.
What's that? I don't know where it would have gone.
Oh man, I got another chilled steel. I'm putting that on my weapon.
How many do you have on there now?
4 of 6.
That's pretty good.
All right. What's going on down there?
That's a lot of rhyming, Void Fox.
Chillin' like a villain on a penicillin, rocking the Bob Dylan, chillin' and curling and grim Dylan. What?
That is not even right.
Void, that's why I'm saying Void is a funny guy. You should watch his stream when we're not streaming for sure.
Yeah. Oh man. Similar sense of
Oh
humor.
man, that's pretty good. Oh man, which is gonna be better? Plus 4% chaos damage. 151.
Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice, those fighting words.
159. Vanilla Ice, who said that? Oh, Osiris said that. Of course Osiris said that. Of course. I'll get you. I'll get you.
I'm surprised you're even awake enough to troll that hard.
If I had a deeper voice, I would Ice Cube instead of Vanilla Ice. Today was a good day.
Everybody likes Ice Cube better than Vanilla Ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's like not even a contest, really.
That looks pretty good. I wonder. I'm gonna
Did
keep
you ever
that.
find the soup that he supposedly gave you?
I think it just gave me XP. I think.
Okay.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
I don't know what else would have given you. Like, did it raise any of your stats or anything? Like your
Oh,
resists?
you know what? I don't know. I don't have any extra attributes, no extra skill points, so, and I don't see a soup icon in my inventory.
Okay.
So.
It was figurative soup, I guess.
Yes. Maybe it was just like story soup.
That's right, Shillin. He just poured the soup directly down your throat.
Here, have some soup. Oh, that was good. Thanks.
What just happened?
Soup rape in your throat. Okay, let's see. Let's hear one of your. I take some more soup. Here you go, nice and hot. Eat up now. You don't want to offend me, do you? Yep, he just gives me soup and I eat it right then.
Is this like role playing? Are we supposed to be role playing with this
Yeah.
guy?
Okay, let's hear one of your stories. Did you ever hear the story of the Madeira? This is for people who don't know who. Let's see, is it Madeira or is it Madeira?
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I always
yeah.
pronounce it Madeira, but that's probably wrong. Madeira.
Madeira. Well, this is Arthur Bruno's forum name. So, that's where that name comes from. Did you ever hear the story of the Madeira? It's nothing more than a tale used to scare little children into behaving. Legends tell of a foul beast much like a man, but unlike any you've seen. It feasts on the souls of star-crossed lovers or misbehaving children if you prefer that version. The most famous retelling is of Richard and Gazelle, who defied family conflicts to be together. A real tragedy. I wonder if there's any truth in it. I'd take some more soup. Later, old man.
What was the point of that story? I guess we just got like a
How
little
do you get
Easter egg
inventory
about
space?
Arthur.
Quests.
Yeah, so
That's
far there's been one quest.
Yeah.
Show 'em your expanded
Over
inventory
here, when you
map.
get your inventory expanded, it'll open up this over here, just like in Titan Quest. In Titan Quest, as you completed acts and did more quests, there would be more buttons for the bags. So, if it's anything like Titan Quest, eventually there will be like multiple bag icons here, and you can click on them to go to different bags.
Yeah,
So
there's storage space too, which you can buy additional
like here's
sections for money.
here's the smuggler, and
Iron in this game.
he has a stash, and this part is unlocked right now, and then if you pay 15k iron, you can unlock this part right here.
We haven't found any uses for scraps past the quest yet. I mean, they're still labeled as a quest item, so there might be something down the road, but we haven't seen it yet, if there is, so
True.
we're just hanging on to them. Those and also those crystals, same thing. We haven't found a secondary use for them yet, but
Yeah, and
that
then
doesn't mean
Shillin.
there isn't one. There's
Then
probably
Shillin says you can make mule characters, and oh my god, the mules, dude! In Titan Quest, we had so many mules. So many mules.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that. God, the relics and the
Yep.
relics and charms and the artifacts. Trying to craft those artifacts in the expansion was crazy because you
Yeah.
needed so much stuff.
Yep. Plus, you needed to find the recipe,
Yeah.
and I think all the recipes were different. Didn't they have different bonuses?
I don't remember how it worked exactly. I think I think the recipes were the same once you'd make the items.
But I thought,
But using the
when
items,
you made them though, they would have that little bonus
yeah,
thing
you
on
could
there.
they could
Yeah.
have random bonuses. Yeah, like the relics and the charms themselves.
Do you want some
So
enchantments?
crazy, though. Enchantments. Enchantments.
Later, guy. Later, Toxin.
See ya, Toxin.
Peace. Yeah, yeah, there was a completion bonus. That's right. So you had to keep making them until you got one that you liked.
Right, because those extras were, I mean, it
Oh,
pretty
shit.
much made or
Oh,
it made it like really awesome, or
Leave
it
me
just
alone.
made it mundane. Because if you made it for your character that needed a certain stat and you didn't get it, especially man, remember the end game ones, like just
Oh,
how
God,
hard they were
yes.
to get to, like 'cause
yeah. Like
it
the
was just-
ones
everything
like
was
that had
tiered.
the names of the gods.
Yeah, like you had to start with the low level ones, make them into the medium level, then you had like the higher level, and then you had the godly
Man,
ones.
some I never
Yeah.
even got to see. Like I wanted the
No.
Mars one.
We farmed a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of the things that we didn't quite finish out
Yeah.
with Titan Quest. We did everything in that game.
I don't
Except
know. I
craft
don't
all
think
the
we ever.
artifacts.
I don't think we ever beat Hades on the max difficulty either.
Did we not do that?
I don't think we did.
That's pretty close to everything, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we got tired
Oh,
of playing
look,
the game eventually.
trap
but we
door.
really played it a lot. Ooh. What's down there?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Hmm. Maybe you can't go in
There we
it.
go.
Oh, there you go. I see.
Flooded cellar.
Click Master 9000. Yeah, those items were pretty cool. I did like the artifacts. The expansion in Titan Quest was pretty rad.
Man, it is fucking dark.
Oh, you were telling me about that luminous prefix?
Yes, there's
I
a
got-
luminous prefix.
Last night I got a luminous shield. So,
Oh, nice.
Basically, the game is dark. You guys could see how dark it is.
But
on
it's
screen.
dark on purpose because there are items that will increase your light radius, like in
Yes.
Diablo 1.
Yes, and I picked up a luminous shield last night that actually, I mean, it actually brightened up around where you stand a little bit. It's very much like Diablo
Actually, I
2.
think I have a here. I have my luminous hat on, so if you could see,
I think I can see the circle on your character now.
yeah, if you
Way
could
it
see
is.
how big the area of light is right now,
Yeah, go ahead
it's
and take it off.
pretty obvious when I take it off. I think is that it? Yeah, luminous. See how? I mean, that's. It's
Yeah.
see how it's really dark up in this corner up here,
That is pretty significant.
Yeah,
It
it's
was-
very
I
significant.
was down in the sewers when I got my luminous
and
shield.
it's like now it's like
When you-
bright.
When you're underground, it's more noticeable. I mean,
And
like
you
in
know
this
what?
place here.
Now that I think about that, there's no thing for light radius on here either. So there might be magic find
There might be.
because, like, I mean, this says plus 50% light radius and there's no light radius stat. So
Yep. There could be something like that. I haven't skimmed the forums enough to know what all kinds of prefixes and suffixes they've added, because a lot of it I kind of want to discover on my own.
yeah,
I'm not It's not necessary for me to see every
Yeah,
single
that's,
thing that they put in
like,
the game. 'Cause
I've
we
been-
were surprised when we found Luminous. Like
Yeah.
that was a nice surprise. It was like, yay, it lit up the room. This is awesome. But it's not
Like-
like you could go out and get one if you wanted it. You still
Yeah.
have to wait for it to drop.
like I've been on the Grim Dawn forums for a long time, but I don't really post because I don't want to be spoiled. You know,
Yeah, I don't
Like-
have very many posts on the forums either. I've got like 2.
I kind of want to learn as I go rather than, like, I'm not one of those people that like needs to know everything before the game comes out. You know. A lot of stats and items that give you unique abilities. Yes, actually, I have one of those items.
I think you're right, Zen Master. I think that is the quest that you need to expand your inventory space. That is the quest that was bugging out on me a lot because I kept trying to go down there. I've been calling that place the sewers, for lack of a better term. But that's every
Jesus,
time I
get
went down
off
there,
me.
the enemies were not.
Yeah.
I couldn't attack them, and so I had to keep resetting. And I still haven't made it to the boss to be able to kill him. I was walking around, and all the mobs are just kind of standing there, not aggroing me, and I couldn't hit any of them. So, but once that quest is done, I think that is the one
Yeah.
that expands your inventory. Is that what you remember
Yes.
as well? Okay.
Like this item I have right now, that my main weapon has ice spike. Activates on attack. It launches a spike of solid rock solid ice to impale your enemies. So
That's right. That's what I need, Mako.
this is what I found. I have another one of these that does a lightning bolt on attack, which I thought was pretty awesome. Let's see.
Yeah, that is exactly what I need. I need the item that's +1 man mosa drinking. It's probably like, I don't know, boots of tolerance or something like that. Boots of extreme tolerance. Orange boots of delicious tolerance.
Delicious.
I always wonder how the devs sit around and think up prefixes and suffixes to put on things, because some of them get pretty ridiculous. Well, you have your own. You have of the sea. That completely.
Yeah,
belongs to
Mako
you.
has his own
Mako
prefix
Marquis
of the sea.
And it rhymes.
Oh,
so
hey, look,
that's
Bilewort.
perfect.
He's swift. Ah,
Does it
see
say
that?
that?
Yeah,
Swift.
Bilewort, swift.
That's kind of a scary buff. Is he swift moving or swift attacking? It's
I
hard
don't
to
know.
tell because you have your slow curse
Ah, I'm running away. That's all I
on him.
know.
Hey, keep cursing, run away.
Holy shit, he's a level 18.
Apocryphile, run!
You know, I think all the orange enemies are 3 levels higher than you are. I think that's how it works. Oh god.
Ring of sticky buns.
Get off me.
That sounds horrendous. Wait, does it make sticky buns or is it
Holy
sticky
shit, get off
itself?
me.
Can you imagine wearing a ring that was constantly like just randomly
Die,
copying
die,
the sticky
die.
bun?
Yeah, enemy hero killed.
It would do it at some inappropriate time.
Man, I would like to get a green.
You want it too badly.
I know, I do.
I have not heard about this itemization that's going on with Diablo 3 Void Fox. I actually have been kind of ignoring Diablo 3 news lately.
Yeah.
I followed it for a while around the
Cold
release.
resist.
Probably for about a month. Pretty heavily, and then I stopped.
Aether damage.
I finally gave up following it all. Probably about 6
Ooh,
months
a
ago,
new
because I would
kinda
check in every
rifle.
once in a while and
7 to 8 acid
just
damage.
stop following it.
Let's see. Studded helmet of thorns, mighty saw blade.
This is what would
Shrewd
happen,
Cleaver
6
Thunder.
You'd have your ring of
Crack
sticky
Lodestone,
buns on.
Bam.
You'd be in like a meeting with your boss, or maybe you're in an important like interview or something, and all of a sudden your ring of sticky buns would proc, and depending on how well it procced, it might just give you one. Maybe you could hide one. You know, you just kind of like slide it into your suit or your pocket or something. And
Ah.
hopefully they'd see that, because I mean, normal people would not understand why you had such a strange device. They would be freaked out by it. But what if it procced and you got like bonus buns and you ended up getting like a whole dozen or something?
Wouldn't people be like, yeah, sticky buns?
Most normal people would probably give you that weird what the hell is that, and then you would panic and try to put them all in your suit coat, and it would be like a dozen
Nah,
sticky
man,
buns
you wouldn't
all
try to
over.
put them all in your suit coat. You try to eat them all, and you'd be like,
You should eat
like a
them.
hamster, just like
Accident.
stuffing them in your mouth.
So do I have the job? Like your mouth will be full, you're
Oh,
asking the question.
ew.
It just...
Yeah,
Let's not go there with the ring of
I
sticky
think
buns.
the ring of sticky buns would be awesome because you'd accidentally turn it on. People would be like, "Are those sticky buns?" You'd be like, "Hell yes, free sticky buns for everybody." People would be like, "Woo!" Then you get promotion.
Well, you know, some bosses would probably like it. Hire that guy. He'll always be able to provide breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, what? I got 20 sticky buns. Want some? People be like, "Yeah, I do."
I
You'd be
guess
like,
if they just appeared, if you were really smooth, you could be like, yeah, that was me. I did that.
"Yep, totally."
Want some? I mean, you could play it off, but they might still be freaked out. It's kind of magical. Magical doesn't really
Anybody,
exist in
if
the
you
real
work
world.
at a place that has a bunch of people that don't like free sticky buns, you just need to leave that place because I'm
Well,
telling
you
you,
know,
man,
there's
they're
always one person who's either completely weirded out by it, or they'll bring up some random thing like,
Oh.
how do I know that those are sanitized and safe to eat? You know, and then you punch that person because you're like, because they just appeared out of my goddamn magic ring. That's how.
Ouch.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm kind of torn on this ring of sticky
Sucker.
buns. Not sure.
Kill them. That's the correct answer. Kill them.
Does seem like a good idea.
Kill them.
I would be impressed if that happened. I would hire somebody on the spot, I think, and then I would probably try to steal the ring somehow. Maybe I'd still kill them and just take the ring.
Yeah.
Because we are talking about magic here. That's what you do in these games. You kill people and you take their cool stuff, right?
Only if they're red.
Hmm.
I'm not sure I'd want to eat some random frog sticky buns. Well, yeah, you don't know what they're filled with.
What if they look fresh and they're piping hot and they've got that delicious white cream cheese icing just like drizzling down the sides? Man, you'd see that and be like,
Sticky buns?
yeah. Well, I mean, there's the cinnamon bun types.
Yeah.
Maybe your ring of sticky buns procs different kinds, and not just the the regular ones with just cinnamon and stuff. Maybe they have the white icing. Then you wouldn't be able to resist. Most people can't resist that icing. You see it, you're like, man, my diet is shot for the next 2 weeks. I'm eating all 20 of those right fucking now.
Yeah. Yum. The buns are a lie. I think you're getting your things mixed up there, bro.
No, Mako, when it comes down to it, you did this.
Yeah, you did
the whole
this. You
sticky
started
buns
it.
thing. You're gonna have to own it now.
Yep. You man up.
Like I said, I don't know what I would do if I saw that. I don't know. It would depend on the quality of the sticky bun. Like, if it comes out of there and it's like a -2 because it's got mold.
Gross.
Exactly. That's like, get out of here. You're...
I guess I'll go back to my C.
Let's go back to your Mako Marquis of the Sea. I say, go back to the sea, good sir.
What? If a marquis has a piece of land, is he like a duke? Is it a duchy? What do you call
What
it?
rank a marquis is? I'd have to, like, Google
I
it.
mean, like if it has a piece of land, what do you call it? Because a king is a kingdom. Queen has a kingdom.
It's
Like
not
a marquis? What does a
It's
marquis have?
not a kingdom.
No? Like a duke has a duchy.
Hmm.
A baron has a barony.
Hmm.
What does a marquis have?
Well, I'll just wait, because, I mean, our resident marquis must know these things, so maybe he can fill us in.
Unless he is not a landed marquis.
Well, the rules are different in the ocean.
Maybe he's just a marquis by title only, and doesn't have like any land. Do you have a flag?
Past the duchy. That sounds familiar. That's what you do in Jamaica.
Yeah. Oh, check that out, man! A completed mutagenic Iker. It's
Oh, what's the bonus on
it's
it?
a 10% pierce damage.
Oh, they're random.
Yep.
It's random.
Yeah, of course it's random.
It's just how it works in Titan Quest. I do like
Yes.
the mechanics being
6
familiar.
cube got it. Wow. Wow. I'm impressed. Good job.
That is pretty impressive.
That was a very obscure reference.
People have watched many comedy
I know, but
routines.
man, I said one line out of a comedy routine, and he knew exactly what I was talking about. And it wasn't even like that. I mean, it was like, do you have a flag? I mean, that could have been anything, but he knew what I was talking about. That's good. That I think that's from. Oh man, I cannot remember the name of the one that was on, but that's also the one where he talks about Engelbert Humperdinck has died, and he's like, no, I'm just kidding.
He's like the serious, shaking his head.
I love
that's a
that.
good one.
That one is a good one. I think it's maybe Dressed to Kill or something like that. It's good. It's really good. If anybody hasn't seen that Eddie Izzard skit, I think it's on Netflix. You could go watch it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's where I watched it the first time. Somehow I had managed to miss that awesome comedy sketch.
All right, let's see.
I've seen it, and it's funny.
Okay, I'm good to go.
It's the way you said it. That's what 6 Cube said.
Do you have a flag? You can't claim a country without a flag.
Yeah. Man, I've been watching Netflix off and on for good comedy sketches on there. The comedians are just... Man, some of those guys are so funny.
Brian Reagan, he's funny too.
I'm trying to think, who else were we watching on there? We watched Brian Reagan. We were watching, of course, Eddie Izzard.
Louis C.K.
Yeah, Louis C.K. Oh my God. He seems so bitter. His
He's
comedy
awesome.
routine is like, what happens when you're middle-aged and run down in life? A lot of people, they laugh with him and then they go home and cry.
I got this. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you, 6 cubed. Whoa,
Excellent.
level up. Booyah.
Level are you now? 16?
16.
Oh, sweet.
I'm
Nice
catching up with
job.
Zen Master. He's playing the same class as I am. He's a cultist, demolitionist, pyromancer.
Yeah, I had to change the title of the stream because once we realized that you actually are called something different than occultist, which
Right.
might have been I think last time in the stream was when you picked your other class. your
Yeah.
other mastery.
Well, they didn't have that last time I played. Like, they didn't have the combined
Maybe it
class
was another
names.
secret update because things have been being
Yeah.
updated. That's the third thing we found that wasn't in place, and now it is suddenly in place.
What's
Hey,
up, Enforcer?
Enforcer, how
It's
are you
going pretty
doing?
good. It's going pretty good.
Good. We've had a couple more bugs. In the I guess in the last day, we probably had more than we've had all in total.
I haven't had any bugs today. Like that disappearing terrain enemies thing hasn't happened to me once.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Okay. Hasn't
Like-
happened yet today.
Yeah,
I
but
had a
that's
bunch
good. I
last
mean, I've
night,
been
though.
playing for like it's 1 now. When did we start?
Probably 10.
Oh yeah.
10, like, something like that.
When Nightbite comes back, you guys are getting it. He's probably making a list.
I know. Nightbot is overwhelmed at the moment, but he's definitely got 6 cubed on the
Oh,
list.
nice. That's awesome, Void Fox. They may have worked on it. It may be worked on already.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
Yeah, it didn't happen to me until I went to an underground place. That's the first time it happened to me.
Alright, so let's put a
Down
point into
doing the sewer quest to clean the water. That's where it started. I mean, it was
Cunning.
happening to me bad last night. Like, I could not finish the quest because every time I would go down there, I couldn't
then
kill the
let's
enemies. They wouldn't even aggro on me. So, and I did have the disappearing terrain down there too. So, I had tons of problems
point
underground.
there.
And our computers are essentially the same machines. We have very little differences between them, so it just seems like it's something random with the alpha. But that said, though, the game is so playable for an alpha. I mean, really, I'm having a hard time really even beginning to complain about it. It's just something you put up with alphas. So what we've been doing is checking the forums off and on to see if any of the problems we're experiencing are new, because if we find new problems, we'll report them. So I know 6 cubed, you got like, here's a link of this.
You're
here's a link of
totally gonna
that.
forget. Oh, hey. Nice.
gonna come
Burwich
back.
Village Riftgate. I made it to Burwich.
Oh, nice. See, here's what happens though when the bot goes down. Everybody forgets.
Yes.
It's nice and peaceful.
And then they're gonna
He just
get
comes
lulled
back.
into complacency,
Like,
and then he's
"Man,
gonna just
timeout,
like
man,
he's just
timeout."
gonna throw a timeout grenade into the chat room.
The good news is though is that he doesn't tend to ban people. We've had some weird stuff happen where it seems like the Twitch chat room will ban people for some reason, and we're not really sure
What
why.
the fuck is going on? Zombie berserker?
But it's just very odd.
What in the fuck?
Micro stutters. I've gotten a couple of those as well. It doesn't happen that often. It
Wow,
seems
dude,
like-
that is awesome looking. That's zombie berserker. It's like half of a zombie,
Oh, yeah.
and he's got spikes all over him.
Interesting. It seems like the micro stutters happen to me most often when there's lots of enemies and things
What in the
loading
fuck
on
is
the
going
screen
on?
at once.
Okay.
Like, I think I've had it happen a couple times when it was kind of like around 8 to 10 enemies at a time. Sometimes when loading a new area, like going into the caves and stuff, I'll get a little bit of it, but I mean, it's certainly playable, it's for sure.
Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. I am in Burwich right now.
It's cool you ended up springing for the $50 version.
Yeah, man.
Are you happy that you did?
Yeah, are you enjoying it? Okay, the cave for the clean water is in the building directly below the rift gate in the main town. So like if you go to the rift gate and there's a empty burned out husk of a building directly south of it, if you go in there, there's a trap door in the ground. That's where you go.
Yeah, it's kind of across from the shopkeeper.
In fact, I'll just go, since I'm at the rift gate, I'll just show you where it is.
Grim Dawn for an alpha is good news. I agree, man.
Yeah. Yes,
that's where
absolutely.
We're at with it as well.
An
It's-
awesome alpha. Okay.
They were wise to wait until it ran this well.
So
because this
here's
is
the
amazing.
rift gate. You go down this way into this house here. There's a trap door on the ground that leads you to the quest for the clean water.
Yeah, it's a little weird because in his quest he says it's behind him. It's technically
Well,
kind of behind
Yeah,
him. But it makes
it's
it
kind of
sound
behind him. Like
it's-
he's here and it's behind him
Yeah.
this way. So
It's kind of an
Yep.
odd placement, but
there you go.
yeah.
All right, let's see. What am I
That's
supposed
where
to do?
I was having my bugs were occurring down there more often than anywhere else.
Report back
I
to
still
John
haven't
Bourbon.
been able to get that quest done. So hopefully you'll get lucky and not have any trouble down there. Because I don't think you had any trouble down there, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You did have some too. Well, expect there's possible bugs down there, but
Yeah.
just keep
Okay.
that in mind.
So John Bourbon says, "Have you found a rift gate in Burwich? What's the situation out there? Swarming with ethereal corruption, but the rift gate is secure. Good work. While you were gone, I dug through some of the files in this office, and I think we have our target. As you are acutely aware, ethereals can possess humans and bend them to their will. I always had my suspicions, but now I have little doubt. The former warden of this prison is possessed, well before the Grim Dawn, in fact. Ah, the apocalypse is called the Grim Dawn. Interesting. How can you be sure? Are the quests interesting? I think so. But then again, I like to read everything in almost every game I play. I pay attention to quests because a lot of times they give you hints on how to complete them. So, like, I always hated that in WoW. Like, you'd read the quest and it basically tells you how to complete it, and you'd always get people shouting, "Where's Mankrik's wife?" Like, I mean, just read the quest, people. Come on. But yes, they're interesting. But then again, I understand some people don't want to read them because the quests are stupid. But they're really well written in this game, so I think the story is pretty good. Plus, I like post-apocalyptic stuff, and this game is a post-apocalyptic game. So, and what is Sanctum 2? I am not sure I know what that game is. What style of game is it? There have been countless holes in the prison records. Prisoners just disappearing, never to be seen again. The warden's personal logs paint a more complete picture. He's been transferring prisoners into a secret facility underneath his mansion in Burwich Village for years. What for, I do not know, but I'm sure it wasn't for rehabilitation. There are also several mentions of ethereals and rift gates. I need you to find this man, or whatever he has become. Where can I find him? Warden Krieg owned a mansion in the northern district of Burwich Village. The logs indicate his facilities can be reached via the cellar. I'm afraid I don't have more to go on, but if we want to strike back at the ethereal power structure in the region, the Warden is our prime target. I will end the Warden's life. Tower defense? Okay, cool. Yeah, you know what? We got Orcs Must Die, and we still need to play that on the stream because, oh my god, all the games we have to play. All the games. Like, I want to play Magicka on the stream at some point. I want to do Saints Row the Third. Man, so much stuff. So much stuff to play. Not enough time. Not enough time. My backlog is like 100 games. It's crazy. Oh. And then these games like this come out, and I'm just like, more games are coming out. Like, I still want to get Metro Last Light, but I'm like, I have to stop buying games for a while because I have enough to play. I have enough. Yeah, Magicka I want to play on the stream just because it's co-op, but it's so hard. It's so hard, but I think it's funny because it's just one of those games where I can kill myself and laugh because there are so many ways to kill yourself in Magicka.
Yes, like catching yourself on fire and then being put out with ice.
Or hitting yourself with your own meteor. Awesome. Well, thanks for supporting the community, Enforcer. I think you'll like it. Oh wow, look at this, a new thing. Subjugator's Fiendish Effigy, 27% damage on pets. Yeah, wow, I'm buying that. That's cheap as fuck. 1032.
I got a ring last night that was like that.
Oh fuck, I can't use that. I forgot. Two-handed weapon. Whatever.
It was an extra, let's see, it was like 29% extra damage for pets.
Two-handed weapon is not always going to be, I'm going to have to upgrade this at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll keep that. That's pretty good, man. 27% total damage. That's good, man.
That is pretty good. I got a ring last night with that on it too, so that's a very good modification.
Resistance pants. Oh, I couldn't have had a good stat on it. Not that resistances aren't good. Green items. Okay, it goes whites, yellows, greens, blues, purples. Yep. So whites are normal, yellows are magical, greens are rare, blues are epic, purples are legendary. Yes, that's how it goes.
You've not seen any purples yet. You know, let me recheck that forum post, because I want to see if anybody's found any purples. Let's see.
Oh man, really?
Just blues.
Void Fox, that's terrible. Void Fox says Metro Last Light has a pre-order DLC that adds a difficulty level the way the game is meant to be played.
What? That's a little odd.
Yeah, I don't like first day DLCs, man. It just seems like, oh hey, you want to pay $60 for a new game, but if you want to pay $5 more, you could play it the way it's supposed to be played. Really?
Yeah, there seems
it's
to
usual
be
it's usual DLC,
like
but still,
there.
first day DLC is kind of. Oh, I see. Pre-order, you get it for free. Okay. Well, I mean, it's already out.
Mm,
So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. They did that on Mass
that.
Effect 3 too. The
Yeah.
the first day DLC with the Promethean guy or whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of cheap. It's like,
I'm not sure. The jury is out for me on day one DLC, especially if they're giving it away as a pre-order bonus, and then they're gonna make people buy it right afterwards.
I don't know. I think it's
I don't
shady,
know about
man.
that. I mean, it's a good reason to get people to pay full price for your game, but it's kind of
That's super shady.
I don't know. I don't know. I get why they're doing it. I'm not sure. Most of the time, it does feel pretty shady. Like I can't say that I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, even games that have season passes, you feel like you're saving some money there, but that's a little shady too, because so much DLC.
Oh, who else was talking about Van Helsing? I think Void Fox was talking about Van Helsing. I guess we might have to try that game out.
Yeah, we might check it out. We'll have it on the back burner list. We sort of keep like a list of stuff if we
Yeah.
have time to check things out. then we
Exactly,
will.
Osiris. If it's ready for release, put it in release.
I know, what is with all this beta stuff? I mean, again, we get why they're doing it. They'll have an excuse to be able to continuously update things, but even live games are continuously being updated all the time.
Yeah.
Calling things beta is kind of like, I don't know, I guess devs are just afraid to say that it's an official release, and maybe they feel like they're going to be judged more harshly. I mean, it's kind of true, but then again, you're not kidding anybody by
Yeah.
calling it an open beta. Everybody knows. Especially like stuff like Path of Exile, those guys, that's a release. We are in release. They're not going to change anything significantly. They're not going to wipe your characters anymore. It's open beta, but
That sounds bad, Jermis.
it's
Server
pretty
not
much a
responding.
release.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like
Is it
D1
down?
day one DLCs.
Is Neverwinter down right now? Let me see if they've been tweeting about anything this morning. They're usually pretty good at saying when stuff's down. They try to amuse people on Twitter by doing like contests and
yeah.
quizzes and things while they're down.
Trivia.
too. Yeah, trivia questions. I'm not seeing anything from them, so it's either a brand new problem or
Did you ever play? Oh yes, we played a shit ton of Titan Quest.
we did.
It's awesome. If you like Titan Quest, you'll like this game because it plays similarly. It's not the same, and this is not a reskinned Titan Quest, but it's very good.
Oh, I see what you mean, Jermis. You're joining different maps and they're patching it right then and there. Yeah, actually, Neverwinter patches almost the
Oh,
whole
man,
time
yeah.
you're in game. If you look at the upper left-hand corner, there's constant patching going on while you're playing. So they have a lot of stuff they can just sort of hot patch while you're playing, and then they've got a lot of stuff they need to take the server down and do. But if you keep an eye on that, you'll see it patching pretty much constantly. And Zenmaster was saying that the second playthrough in Titan Quest is when the purple started dropping. I honestly don't remember
Oh yeah.
when that was happening. Like I just
Did we play modded Titan Quest? I think we played. I think we used the big player patch, the one that like fixed the bugs and
Yes.
stuff.
yeah, that I guess you could consider that a mod, but we didn't really.
I think is that what you were talking about, like the player, like the player patch. I can't remember what it was
there was
called.
other stuff that you could do. There were other mods.
We
That-
only did that. We only did that
patches.
one major patch. That's really much.
That patch was mostly fixes.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
fixing like frame rates and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's really the only one we played with. If you could really call that a mod.
And that is a lot of patching.
Later, SysCube. Have a good one, man.
See you later, Lord of Ham. Lord of Ham, what a title. People are gonna start wondering how he got that. I don't think we'll be able to answer. How does ham happen ever? How does ham happen? Don't know.
Yeah, you can just chase me around and die.
You have them all dotted up.
Yeah.
Dot them and run. It's a good strategy.
Ah!
It's a sound strategy.
Well, especially when there's like a shit ton of them.
A mod called Soul Visor. Yeah, see, we never did any of that. We didn't play any mods that added anything to Titan Quest. All we were doing was playing the ones that to optimize gameplay. Basically, after Iron Lore stopped patching the game,
Yeah.
fans went in and made another patch to help performance because there were still some issues, and so that's the one that we had. But it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a mod technically. It was just a patch.
Yeah.
So never got into that. Yeah, but it tends to be like when we play games, we tend to not mod only
Yeah.
because we play the game so much that by the time we're finished playing it, we're either burnt out on it or ready to go to another game. That modding is like a whole nother level.
The only game I played from the beginning modded was Skyrim, because some of those mods just really, like the texture mods and stuff like that, and that one of the best ones is the giant mod.
You know,
Bigger giants.
I didn't do that from the beginning.
Bigger giants.
Like those mods
Oh, yeah.
for Skyrim. When I first started it, there really weren't any, because I mean I got it pretty much
Right,
released.
that's true.
I got mine earlier than yours, but then I did install some, and I had like 3. And it's like he's saying, stuff like better textures and the
Dude, bigger giants, so good. Like those
actually
giants.
scare you.
Yeah, like the giants regularly, they're not really giants. They're like kind of tall. I mean, they're like 10 feet tall.
Tall, ugly humans.
I mean, 10 feet tall. Man, that's not really a giant. It's pretty big. But you can't call them pretty bigs. Oh, look, here come the pretty bigs.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not a fan of Dark Souls. I suck at Dark Souls, and it makes me mad, so I don't play it.
You actually got more textures or more
Yeah.
mods in Skyrim than I did. I have 3. I don't like the NPCs talking to me as much as they do, so I got the less
Quieter
talking,
NPCs.
quieter children and quieter NPCs,
Yeah.
so that when I'm in range of them, they don't talk. Like I actually have to walk up and click on them and to interact with them, because like especially when you're in town, you're walking by them and like you've got 4 or 5 different people all having a conversation with you. It doesn't make sense. It's like it's distracting. So I did that, and I did bigger giants, and then there was the texture pack that Skyrim put out. That was like the high res stuff. That's all I used though. That was it. But there's so many Skyrim
Yeah,
mods.
I tried
God,
not to
they
use
go
any
crazy.
Skyrim mods that changed the gameplay. Like my friend, I have a friend at work, and he has a Skyrim mod where he can fly, and I mean,
Man, that's ridiculous. That's too much.
it's like
to be
you could
fair.
just skip tons of content because you can just fly around. Like, really?
Yeah, that's totally.
I don't
the
like
key,
doing this
Sheldon.
stuff.
That's exactly why I avoid most mods, because I don't really want game-changing mods.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
like game-enhancing mods where if there's something annoying, they can take it out, or if there's something to make the game look prettier, those are great. That kind of stuff is great. Textures and like basically fixes.
Yeah.
Those kind of things are good.
And man, when you put bigger giants in, they're huge. They're like 50 feet tall instead of 10.
That's
I mean, they're gigantic. You look at a giant, you're like, holy shit. And I guess it increases their damage too, because when they hit you, they will knock you up into the stratosphere. Like, you won't even start coming down before you're reloading.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
There's been a couple of amusing deaths that we've had from being swatted by a giant into
And
the
you're just like
sky.
ragdolling into the sky at
You
like
never-
supersonic speeds.
You never land. Like
You never
the
even
game
start coming
reloads.
down. You're still going up. You're still going up. And you know how when you die, it takes like 5 to 10 seconds for it to like reload while it shows you dying. I mean, you're
pretty
going up the whole time.
It got really extreme. For some reason, when you made the giants bigger, I guess they could hit you away farther, so the physics got even more ridiculous. But I don't know what
Yeah, Skyrim, where weight doesn't exist, that's exactly right.
I don't know what game that is, Jeremy's. A game where you had to kill giants with a horse. I don't know.
Oh, he's talking about Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, okay. I never.
Yeah, I
played
never
it.
got to play that. I always wanted to.
I heard that it was good. Like every time I read about it, there's like this huge fan base.
I did
but
not
don't-
have a console when that game was released, so didn't. And by the time I got a console, it was like, it was done. I think that was a PS2 game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what he's saying on PS2.
Yeah.
I had a PS2. I didn't have time to play games then either. My God, my backlog from the time period that I had a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2 is also ridiculous. I have many, many games that I never even got around to touching. It's very sad. So many good games. And PlayStation 2 was really the master of RPGs. You had the Super Nintendo, which was a master of RPGs. Then you had especially the PlayStation 2. There were so many, especially if you like JRPGs, impossible to play them all. I mean, especially with the amount of time involved in each of those games. Like modern RPGs, a lot of them can be beaten in what you would call relatively short time of 20 to 40 hours, but this was back in the day when things had so many secrets that you could play them and you had to have a very detailed walkthrough to get every single thing, and you could put like 90 plus hours into those games. It's no wonder I never got through everything. I never even finished Final Fantasy 12 from back then. I did not have time to do everything. It's too much.
12 12 is terrible
12
anyways.
was mediocre. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I didn't dedicate myself to playing it, because I
mean, I beat 12, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't...
I'm just saying, I have to
I
really
hated the
enjoy
AI
it
in that game.
to finish it. Like, it
Yeah.
has to really captivate me to want to, like, spend all that time. I didn't really like the characters in 12. I was kind of let down by that, and I didn't really like the combat, the weird 3D combat, and the AI was the precursor to 13. I guess they were
Yeah.
practicing having that weird AI where your characters just are supposed to function without you to a degree. But, I mean, even 13, to optimize how you're fighting, you have to tell your characters to do specific stuff, so you really can't just use the auto system. I don't even know why it's in there. Like, it's just pointless.
It's for
Trash battles,
it's
maybe.
for you to learn the game, like to do stuff like farming the long way and like just the super hard like the adamantoises and stuff. Like you had to learn to use the I don't even remember what the system's called anymore, but you had to learn to switch, and they don't really teach you how to do that. Like
The paradigm system?
yeah, the paradigm system.
Okay.
Like they just it's one of those advanced things that you just kind of have to learn later on. Cause like I got really good at that, switching the paradigms. And also another thing they never tell you, and it's not in the any kind of I don't even think it's in the book, is the repeat action.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you complaining about that, like that you had to look it up or...
I had to watch
because-
tutorials
right,
on
you watched
YouTube
a
about how to
video.
kill those
Yeah.
guys. I'm like, what's this repeat function? Like they never tell you about that through the whole game, that you can repeat a last action or whatever. Like, and I mean you have to learn how to use that to beat those guys.
Well, let's see, favorite ARPG. I think hands down, as far as time played, it would have to be Diablo 2. Only because it was the best thing at the time. It was really the only thing at the time. Diablo, really, the whole Diablo series spawned the ARPG in the modern sense that we know it now. But I think as far as games that are out right now and available with good graphics, I would say Path of Exile has been my current favorite. And I haven't been playing it that much anymore because I've been getting a little burnout on it. So I can't say that Grim Dawn is my favorite yet, only because it's an alpha, but I can say that I'm enjoying it more, and I'm certainly playing it more than Path of Exile right now. So I'm a huge fan of ARPGs that allow you a lot of freedom, that don't beat you over the head with their plot, that you have to watch the story over and over again, that allow you to farm things and basically have fun with your build, be creative, not a lot of restrictions, and having fun getting the drops. I really enjoy upgrading my gear. And
Yeah.
Path of Exile for a free-to-play especially, there's just nothing else like it out there right now. It's such a good game. But again, I'm a little burnt on it now. That's not to say that I'll never play it again, but all-time favorite, probably Diablo 2, just because, I mean, I played it so much.
Yes, Chilled
Played it so
Steel.
much. But there's just been a lot of good ones over the years. And certainly Titan Quest was good. It wasn't as good as Diablo 2,
DPS
but it was
179.
close.
DPS
a lot of fun.
183.
But yeah. There's
And one more Chilled Steel, and it'll be maxed out. Hopefully I
just-
get 10% cold damage.
I'm just amazed at the differences in ARPGs, like what kind of variety there is out there.
Gold
Like,
Band and Renewal.
if you compare Diablo 3 and Path of Exile, for example, they're different enough that you can have people hating one
Yeah.
and loving the other, which honestly is great because that gives options to people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and then there's Torchlight. Torchlight, for some reason...
Man, I
really
want to
made it
play
into my-
Torchlight on the stream.
Torchlight 2... Yeah, we're having problems with Torchlight 2, but Torchlight 1 never made it onto my radar as far as best game because it didn't have multiplayer. Like,
Yeah.
every time I played Torchlight 1, no matter how much I enjoyed the game, I still couldn't play it with friends, and I would get bored because I couldn't play it with friends. That's essential for an ARPG for me to enjoy it. And because I couldn't do that, I didn't get into it as much as I could have. Like, it was a pretty cool system. It had weird pastimes like fishing. I mean, it just had like so much depth. But, you know, until Torchlight 2 came out, which again is a very good game, I mean, I just didn't have that much interest in it. And I can't play Torchlight 2 right now.
Torchlight
because
2, I really wanted to play on the stream, but
It crashes my
it
video
crashes
card.
her video card
Well,
for some
basically,
reason.
I'm getting a blue screen behind
Mob
it, my
House,
monitor's
welcome to
crashing.
Game With Us. Hello.
So, hello, Mob House. Yeah, I've been crashing trying to run it. It's one of the few games that just completely
It makes me really sad.
ruins my video card. So eventually, I'm gonna upgrade my video card. I have a GTX 570. You would think that it wouldn't have problems, but there's a lot of stuff
Well-
on the web, a lot of
Mine doesn't have a problem running it. So
Right.
I
I
think,
think it's a hardware problem with mine. It doesn't do it with every game, but it does it mostly with Torchlight 2. And so until I upgrade, it's probably not going to be a possibility. Of course, because we started playing it, we got about 20 hours in before it started having issues.
man, I really wanted to play Torchlight.
Yeah, hopefully we will eventually.
Yeah.
It doesn't end up being one of those games we never go back to because, again, Torchlight 2 is a great ARPG, and being able to do
Yeah.
2 players really made it fun for both of us. I mean, we were having a great time
Yes.
running around like crazy, and I mean, it's so much more fun with a friend. These games are they're a little lonely when you're just kind of grinding by yourself. Like, you just don't, I don't know, you don't have the storage space for stuff, and it's just not as exciting. Like, how can you show your friends your gear if they can't join your game? You know, where there's no way to show off anything or to kills together. But Torchlight 2 multiplayer,
Ah, come get some.
awesome. So, well, right now Grim Dawn is only solo.
Yeah.
They've not added the multiplayer component yet because it's still an alpha, and that's not available yet in their game. But they are planning on adding a LAN co-op and also a multiplayer online co-op, as well as if you would like to play offline and single player, you can do that as well. So, but this is the alpha. It's very, I don't want to call it bare bones because it's a really good alpha, but it is currently as bare bones as we've ever seen this game because they just released it like 2 or 3 days ago.
Life and energy regen. Interesting.
So eventually we're going to be playing this multiplayer.
Yes.
We've been kind of playing it on our own and just kind of one of us is peanut gallerying while the other one plays it, and Apocryphile is playing today,
Yep.
and I'm Lochiver and I'm watching.
Yeah. Eventually, we will be playing this together when it's. Yes. We will be playing. We will be playing together.
Void Fox. Yeah, I tell you what, man. I don't know. Have you guys seen our Steam community? I should plug this.
Yes.
The bot is not going to work because the bot is not
Yeah,
working.
if you're on Steam, you can search for a game with us.
I'm not going to make people search.
Oh,
Let's see
okay.
if I can find. I'll get the link myself because our bot is down, but we have a pretty decent
Oh,
community.
man, another
it's growing.
trapdoor.
It's small right now, but basically the idea behind Game With Us is we are trying to meet people online and create a community of friends who can play co-op with each other. Oh, you guys are fast. You guys are really fast. I knew somebody was going to beat me to it because I'm too busy like talking about stuff.
Cyrus and Jeremy's got it down.
I know. You guys posted it like almost the exact second. And that's
Holy
really
crap,
good.
there are a lot of guys in here. This is
And
going to be
there's
bad.
Sean with the link. So you guys
Ah,
are taking
holy
advantage
shit,
of the fact that
I'm
the
dead.
bot's not here to smack you down. So now the bot's like Osiris, Jeremus, and another explosion link. So he's got you marked down a few times already today. But anyway, yes, the idea is that we're trying to form a community of people for when you want to play co-op games or even PvP or anything with other players and you're like, damn it, I wish I had somebody to play with. The more people we get involved in this community, the higher the chance that there will be somebody there that plays the game that you like. So we've got lots of stuff going on. We've got discussion forums there. If there's a game you like and you're looking for people you want to play with, just post in there anything game related. And if anybody is interested, they will reply. And of course, the more members we get, the more active that's going to be. So we're just looking for, because it's frustrating when you have a game that's fun, like example, Torchlight 2. More fun with other people. Why have a multiplayer game if you have to play it solo all the time? So
Yeah.
you can find other people to play with there. So join us if you have time. And eventually, when Grim Dawn has co-op, we're going to be looking for people to play that with as well.
Absolutely.
I know about a month ago we had a bunch of people playing Path of Exile. I don't know if anybody still is doing that, but
Joker was playing it a lot.
they were grouping up and having a good time playing that.
Was Narzul playing it? I
don't
can't remember who was playing it
I
anymore.
think it was Narzul, maybe Joker, maybe Mako. I don't know who all was getting together, but there's that, and then of course there's Neverwinter. People have been kind of playing with each other a little bit here and there in Neverwinter. Play Minecraft occasionally.
Yeah, when the bot comes back, you guys are gonna get it. He's gonna get you.
Yeah, he's got a link. Thank you for those additional links as well, Jeremus. We have a Facebook and we have Twitter. We basically are trying to be as connected as possible. Steam is where everybody gets together to friend up and co-op with each other, play games. We've got Facebook is kind of like a news area where we post relevant news to the stream, stuff we're doing, screen caps of stuff that we do as a community. And then Twitter, of course, is our up-to-the-second news. If we have something important that we want to tell you guys and we let you know that we're going live there. We try to post that we're going live everywhere just in case, somebody's not paying attention to email or whatever. but each tool has a different function.
Yeah.
So
And about the game with us, it's not. When the game with us is kind of misleading, it's not about gaming with us. It's not about gaming with cultist orders. Quest accepted.
it's not about gaming with cultist orders.
It's not about cultist orders. It's not about gaming with us, Lochiver and Apocryphile specifically. It's about the community. It's about us together, all of us, the people in the chat. Like,
Yes.
if you, like, when we played Borderlands, we kind of came up with that idea for this thing. It's like, we were playing, and yeah, occasionally we could get a 4-player game together with our friends, but like when they're like, we have such odd schedules, and they were busy, and like
People are annoyed when we drop into their games. Like, why do you have a public game if you don't want anybody to judge?
like
It's frustrating.
so we wanted to make this community where we could meet each other and talk with each other on the chat and get to know each other, and then we'd have people to game with.
Yeah.
It's like all these random people from all over the world come into this stream and get to know each other, and then they're like, hey, let's play games together. Because if your friends in real life don't play games or have different schedules or whatever, you could come here, meet people, and then you have people to play your multiplayer games with. So
That seems to be one of the hardest things to do. Like,
nice, Void Fox.
You always end up playing with randoms, and while randoms they serve a purpose. These are people that you play with. You don't care if they're good or bad. They're usually bad. You don't care if you ever see
Yeah,
them again.
exactly.
You have no vested interest in those people. You don't care about them. You don't want to help them.
Or you have none.
Like,
Yeah.
It's a horrible co-op experience because it's not really co-op. It's like playing a free-for-all game with people who are on your side. You're just like, okay, I feel like I'm totally alone. Like some of the pickup groups that I was in Neverwinter were that way. I would join these skirmishes, and people would all run off in different directions. I was playing a devoted cleric, and there's some issues with aggro right now. People don't really understand how it works exactly. And so, literally one time in a skirmish, everyone else in the party went off to a different group of monsters. And I'm standing there like, well, who am I supposed to support now? They're all in different places. And I'm like, if anything, when I start healing them, all the other mobs that aren't attached to anything come running at me because nobody understands how to, manage aggro. No one would help. I had some horrible parties in there. And I was like, man, not only do I never want to see these people again, but I need to make sure to ignore them because they have no idea how to play. They're rude. They roll need on gear that's not for their class.
Oh,
It's
man.
just like, oh my god.
That is the
Awful.
worst.
Awful.
Where is
Well,
that
the
damn
community of
trapdoor
people-
at?
If you have a community, eventually, you'll have people who are your friends who are not going to do this crap to you. They're actually going to care. Like, for example, if you accidentally picked up a piece of gear that belonged to your friend, you probably wouldn't keep it. You might joke around and troll them for a couple minutes, and you're like, oh, here, this is for your class, And you give them stuff. It's just it's a better experience. I enjoy that better than just the random people who are nuts. I mean, one time in a skirmish, it totally made the experience great because there was one other mage there. It was a wizard who was staying back where I was, and anytime mobs
shit.
would come and attack me,
God damn.
the wizard would come and help. And it
That
was so
lag
much
kills
fun.
the fuck out of me.
Oh, did you just lag death?
Every time I go down there, I lag and then I die. That's what happened to me last time.
Oh.
Too many enemies on the screen and it just like...
Yeah, that's some of that stuttering that's happening. That's where it was happening to me too. Too
Thank
many
God there's no
enemies.
leveling down.
Yeah, at least you can go back. I mean, you can go pick up the XP that you
Not
lost.
if you die twice in a row like I did.
Oh, you didn't make
That's
it
what I'm
back.
saying. I die every time I go in there. Because of the lag.
I see. All the enemies are right at the door.
Yeah.
Right now. That sucks.
Yeah, lag is killer. Like, I don't like dying to lag. It's not my fucking fault. Like...
Yeah, what quest are you talking about, Void Fox? I think I missed that part.
The journal I picked up.
Oh, okay. Were you able to fill him in on what he's missing?
What are you talking about?
He said, let me know what I'm missing. I didn't know what to do after talking to that guy.
Talking to what guy? I don't know what anybody, like...
Yeah, I didn't know. That's why I was asking what he's talking about. Yeah, the marked rocks. I saw a couple of those underground,
Marked
too.
rocks. The journal quest? Oh, I don't have any idea. Confront Darini at Devil's Crossing. Oh yeah, I haven't done it. I'm just looking at this trapdoor here, trying to get through it without dying. What in the fuck is that? Holy shitballs! Ah, of course there's a boss right at the beginning.
Maybe that's why you've been getting killed. go.
Run away! Jesus Christ, really?
I like it that you can run out so that you can go regen and then go back down again.
I'm not going back down. I can't fight that guy in that closed area.
I wonder if they're planning on making your pets more threatening. Yeah, I guess we haven't made it to that quest yet, so, or at least that part of it.
Fuck. What in the fuck is going on here? 9. Man, I'm getting hammered. Like, I have no HP. I need to start putting points into physique.
Well, I think there might have been a cold guy down there.
Yeah, but I just, like, I die, like, instantly whenever an enemy gets up on me.
It's interesting. I imagine the higher level the enemies are, the more dangerous they're getting. More abilities and stuff. But I was noticing that with the cold guys, they're very challenging. That's what killed me the first time. Like, I had been doing very well, just kind of, I mean, I wasn't even paying attention to my health, I was kiting stuff around, and really, I think it was the second cold guy that I encountered, because there was a mess of mobs around, it wasn't just one guy. It killed me. I was so stunned that my life went down that fast, I had no idea, like, I was not expecting that, because it hadn't happened like that before. I was like, what? Wow. Every time I see them, I gotta be super careful. 'Cause they're hardcore. Very shocked.
I mean, this gun is good, but, like, I have to be able to still to shoot it for a second, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's that guy. Oh shit, he has those stun bombs. That's nice. Like, he needs those.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Oh god, he teleports too!
Oh my god.
Really?
Like, I'm just watching this like, what the fuck is happening?
Fuck off!
Wow. I think it's slash zone, Jeremus, I think. You should be able to click on it also and change it down the lower left. I can't remember off the top
shit.
of my head though. Osiris might
Fucking
be able to tell
die,
you better. He's the
motherfucker!
expert.
Yeah! And of course he didn't drop a green. Why would they?
You got him though.
Why would they? Why would they drop a green? Why? It's just their fucking hero monsters, that's all. Ah.
That's alright. Maybe you should play off the stream for 5 minutes and then you'll get like a purple.
Right. Alright, well, let's, I'm gonna head back to town and turn this quest in and see what's going on with this thing. So
Okay.
let's go talk to this guy in town. Confront Darini at Devil's Crossing.
That sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna follow up on the quest Void Fox
Yeah,
was asking about.
oh, here, let me read this. Yeah!
Oh no.
Cultist orders. Brothers of the Blood. The ethereal presence in Burwich grows stronger with each passing day. We are shifting our operations beyond the city limits, where we can proceed with our plans undisturbed. Our focus now turns upon Devil's Crossing, where our newest agent, Darini, has successfully sabotaged their water pump. Soon that irksome group will be forced to flee their sanctuary, and then they shall be at our mercy. Ready yourselves, brothers. Soon we shall drink of their blood. Salazar, Blade of Chthon.
I don't know what happened to your green screen. When you did that clap, it just totally like, it wigged out. You might need to like, you know, wave around and stuff to fix it. There you go.
I chop you! Okay,
The bot is not here to say I chop you.
so, yep, I bet it's that guy. Remember the guy standing by the fire that's like all, oh, I don't know anything about that. I didn't do anything wrong. I bet it's him.
Oh,
It's that guy.
probably because he didn't have anything
Yeah,
to say
tits
other than
fur.
freaking out before.
Molten skin. Alright, I wonder if these stack. Nope. Alright, let's see.
What are those?
Those are completed molten skins. Fire resistance. 10
Wow.
cunning, 25 offensive ability.
Hmm.
And I got a dense fur over here, 25% cold resist. Alright.
It's interesting you've been able to complete the resists. I don't-
Mutagenic Ichor.
I'm not sure how useful the resists have felt. At low levels, resists kind of feel a little useless.
That's why I'm going to hang on to those things, because 25% is pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It's just at lower levels most of the time.
Alright, so let's go back to town.
Against that cold guy, though. Maybe.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, but they're just
harsh.
like generic enemies, though. Maybe against a cold boss.
Maybe. Those
All right.
guys, they're like death if you're not paying attention.
Alright, so let's go talk to Dorini. I bet you anything it's that guy by the fire. Yep, it is.
That was a good guess.
You looking to start problems? Best be on your way. I found an interesting note in Burwich. It mentions you by name. Oh? I wouldn't believe anything it says. It's slander. Explain yourself. Now I know this doesn't look good for me, but hold that weapon of yours in check for a second, eh? Yes, I sabotaged the water pump, but I had my reasons. You see, I was a prisoner here back when this place still served as an actual prison. When the world went down the slith hole, I stayed here with a few others. It was the safest place I could think of. Clearly, Bourbon thought the same when he showed up with the rest of the survivors. Things escalated quickly. I'm sure it was us who fired first, but it was them that fired the last. Those prisoners that survived were driven out and set free. Now call me a coward for all I care, but I hid when the fighting got ugly. Came out later looking like another refugee and no one was the wiser. Never could forgive Bourbon for what he did to us, though. I missed the part where you don't deserve to die. Alright, I'm getting to that. The Cult of Cthon, not a bunch of people you want to cross. Obsessed with the blood of some fallen god, or maybe it's just blood in general. They made me an offer. I sabotage the water pump, I get safe haven at their hideout. Get back at Bourbon, find a new home, two birds with one stone, as they say. Wasn't until I attended one of their underground meetings that I realized I was mixing with the wrong crowd, and believe me, I've been affiliated with some pretty twisted individuals before. Ran out of there before they were done with the first initiate. You don't want to know what that entails. I do have one of their keys, though, the prize for the mistakes I've made. Let's make a deal, eh? You don't breathe a word to this Bourbon, and I give you my key along with directions to their lair. Should be plenty of stolen belongings there, right for the taking for the likes of you. We have a deal. Nice. But he did not give me a quest.
He just talked to you?
I think he gave me a key, which I probably have in my inventory.
But he didn't really tell you where to go.
Not. Nope. Maybe I have to talk to him again.
And maybe this is where Void Fox is having trouble too, like not knowing what the next step is.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't put a quest in your log. It may not be in alpha.
Yeah, maybe it's just missing right now, because I think
Nice,
they were saying,
Void Fox.
I mean, not all the game is in here. So.
Where is there gear with damage converted to health in this game? Damage. Yes. I
was just
actually
reading the
have this.
forums. There's some talk about Life Leech. What's the actual name of the skill?
Well, it says Life Leech. I have it on my soldier.
Life Leech, okay.
It's called. Actually, let me just log out real quick because I'm at a good stopping point.
I mean, it functions like Life Leech, but I don't know what.
No,
they're
there's a
calling
life
it.
steal. Like
Life
I
steal,
have it on
Life
one of my
Leech.
weapons. But it's in the game.
Man, greens are exciting early on. Blues are exciting early on. Everything is exciting
Yes.
early on. It's just a lot
God,
of
it's
fun.
just dark.
This is like the best time to be playing these games in the beginning. It's part of my favorite. I mean, I like grinding for ultimate gear too. But
Yeah.
in the beginning, you're just like, hey, I just upgraded.
Oh,
something.
shit!
I just upgraded.
God, he's fast.
What in the hell is that thing?
It's just one of those rat guys, man. They're badass.
Wow.
They scare me the most. I mean, he's like got this whirlwind of like. Look.
Yes, Osiris, we did say that.
What?
We said we were only gonna get like 5 hours of sleep if we left.
Yeah.
See, at this point, we're thinking it's probably closer to 3 hours of sleep now.
Yeah, but we don't have to drive very. It's like in the same town we live in, so which I almost said out loud.
It's probably like 10 minutes away, if that. I mean, traffic.
Yeah.
Traffic consider. It's not
Traffic?
far.
There's not gonna be traffic.
You know, it's like even back roads. We live in a pretty decent-sized suburb, and well, if you go a couple of miles in any direction, it becomes like nowhere land. So we're kind of heading towards one of the nowhere lands.
Really?
Yeah. It's south. It's
Okay.
southwest of here.
Okay.
Like if you can imagine.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know where it is. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, it's out in the boonies.
Who's getting married? Some friends of ours.
Yeah, they're in our D&D group. Well,
one
one
our
of them
fellow
is.
D&D nerds and his wife.
She's not in our D&D
we
group.
tried to get her to D&D, but she's just not interested in it,
No.
which is unfortunate. Jeremy's what's going
Who's
on?
getting married? Osiris and Nightbot. That's right.
Osiris, you just got trolled, sir.
Yeah. Osiris and Nightbot sitting in a tree.
Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of girls are not interested in D&D. It's really, really difficult to get them interested in it because they've been raised to think it's nerdy and for boys. And so we try to change that perception, but you know
Oh
how it
shit!
is.
Did I? Holy shit! I should have sold when I was in town.
Well, it's good because she's getting married to somebody else.
Yeah.
You're too
I'm
good
not
for
marrying her.
You're too good for her, man.
Yeah.
Be proud.
Yeah.
Eating bacon. Besides, Jeremus has you set up with Nightbot anyway.
Yeah.
so
Exactly.
you're-
Don't want to disappoint Nightbot.
I think everybody wants to disappoint Nightbot. That's part of the whole thing. We disappoint Nightbot constantly. 1, we show him bacon he can't have. 2, we don't like him because he's a bot. And 3, he's Nightbot, so we should all just make his life miserable. Meanwhile, he's crafting his list of people who have posted links today.
Yeah. His murder list.
Nightbot's murder list. Yeah, but you just keep going back to him every single time. He probably wouldn't hate you so much if you'd stop going back to him.
Hmm.
Poor abused Osiris. You're having a debate. I hear thinking.
Yeah, I'm looking at these items, deciding what I want to sell.
And that's another reason sometimes when I know I'm tired after I play an ARPG for a while and I've got that inventory full of stuff, if you're too tired, you honestly can't make decisions about what to keep and what to get rid of. You're like, well, I better just do this when I play in the morning or something because
Right.
like you can't, your brain becomes incapable. You're like 3% more energy or 4% cunning?
Ugh.
What's better? Like you start freaking out because you have no idea what's actually better and you're like, I better just go to bed because this item, honestly, when I look at it, both of these items are crap. I don't even know why I'm agonizing over either one. So, that's what you gotta do. You gotta take the break.
Yeah.
Somehow Apocryphile's still awake enough to make some decisions about his loot, though. I see you putting things over for your soldier.
Yeah.
Did you ever pick a secondary class for your soldier? A secondary mastery?
Nope.
I didn't actually pick a secondary mastery for my demolitionist yet because I've just been enjoying that mastery so much that I don't really want to mess with the other ones just yet. So, I mean, I'm only level 11. I've only
Right.
been able to spec into a second mastery for 2 levels, but still, I was like, I don't really want to use the other ones right now, so... There is sort of enchanting. That's what the components are for.
Yeah.
Haven't seen any way to take components back out of items, but once you put them in, you can kind of enchant or buff those items. They're very specific. You can only put certain components in certain items. That's about as close as you get.
Joker, what is up, man?
Oh my God, it's Joker. Hey man, how are you? Where have you been, sir? Where have you been?
Good to see you, man.
It is good to see you. No more
Uh,
monkeys.
you let your thing expire. I guess if you're not using it, might as well.
Turbo's expensive.
Yeah.
If you're not watching a lot of streams, you really shouldn't get Turbo. You can remove enchantments like in Titan Quest.
Oh, nice. That's
Where-
awesome.
Zen,
we probably
have
haven't
you-
got to it yet.
Have you seen where is it like in another town somewhere?
It's
and we
probably
just haven't gotten
it's
the
probably that
NPC?
chick that you're supposed to rescue from the scientist guy. Uh-oh. I think I just crashed. Oh, no I didn't. Wow, that was weird.
That was weird. Like you totally locked up there for like 2
Yeah.
or 3 seconds. When you oh, the
Oh,
guy's
that's it.
apprentice. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Figured it was her.
Yeah, I figured it had to be an NPC we hadn't unlocked
Yeah.
if it's in the game, but that's good. I love NPCs like that. They're
Yes.
very useful, so it's good to know.
All right, let's see.
So if you've enchanted anything with components and you want to take those back
Nice.
out,
That is fucking sweet.
and you still haven't unlocked the apprentice, just hang on to it in your stash until you get that NPC, and then you can rescue your component. So it's a good thing to hang on to for a while. No monkeys. Oh, Joker. I think you're like the only person that I see regularly that used the monkeys. People were talking about the monkeys earlier.
Ah, you sons of bitches.
But then again, I have weird mods on my chat room, so I don't actually get to see a lot of the new turbo icons, so maybe that's why I don't see them very much. Well, we're probably getting ready to go, because we have to go to bed. We should not be up here. We shouldn't be awake
Yeah.
right now. We've been talking about leaving for like over an hour now. Grim Dawn is too fun. This game,
Yeah,
it's
it's
amazing.
pretty fun.
We've been looking forward to it, and it's so nice when you look forward to a game and when
And it's
released,
good.
it comes out and it's actually good and you're enjoying it, because it's such a letdown when games don't live up to any of their hype. Grim Dawn has had an average amount of hype, I would say, but I've been looking forward to it. I allowed myself to look forward to it, and now...
I don't think Grim Dawn's had a lot of hype. A lot of people still
Average.
don't know what it is. Yeah.
Average hype. Right, and that's, I mean, that's one of the reasons why streaming it is such a good opportunity for people to find the game, too, and
Yeah.
actually see it and enjoy it, see if they like it. But it's really, really great when a game you're looking forward to is actually good when it comes out. Because sometimes that just doesn't happen. There's been some recent games, big ones too, AAAs, that have really disappointed people in the last couple years. I mean, two that come to mind right away are Diablo 3 and SimCity. Whether you like those games or not, they did disappoint a lot of people.
Yeah.
And SimCity, we've been talking about this for a couple weeks now. We need to get in there and check it out because we haven't played it since they put the 2.0 patch in, and the 3.0 patch is in now, saying that they improved traffic, which is one of the most annoying things for us, was the traffic, and also some of the buggy trade depots and centers that just were not working. The recycling center, supposedly they fixed the recycling center also. But one of these days, you know, that's another game we play with the community because we make those gigantic 16-player maps.
Yeah.
So when we do that, we'll open up invites and get some people into it and see what's changed and if it's better now. It should
Yeah,
be better.
Enforcer, I missed Kingdom of Amalur. I played the beta, not beta, demo, and I really liked it. But something else came out around the same time that Kingdoms of Amalur did, and it slipped through the cracks. And we've missed like 2 or 3 sales for it. Like they'd have everything on sale, and we're like, oh, we should get it now. It's like $10 for everything. We just forget.
Yeah, you know what? There's a sale on it right now, actually. It was yesterday, and I didn't get it on purpose because I don't have time to play it.
Yeah.
But Gamersgate had the
Yeah, I
main
liked the
game,
combat, and it was good.
and it had
Later,
the,
Joker.
the 2 expansions for like $750, which
Nice.
is pretty good. It wasn't Steam though; it was Origin. So
Ah, okay.
if you're an Origin hater, it wouldn't be good for you. But I would say $750 for Amalur plus the 2 content expansions. They're always missing that extra little DLC that Steam has. It's like some extra items, but that's a pretty good price for the game. So if I ever get to the point where I'm like, you know, I really could use another game, and I see the Kingdom of Amalur is on sale, I'll probably buy it.
Yeah, it's
for,
one
like,
of those
under
things that's on
$10.
our definitely to get list, but we just been
haven't-
forgetting. And
haven't gotten it. You know, by the time I get around to purchasing it, it might actually go cheap on Steam. They've been having some license problems with it on there. But,
yeah, they took it off Steam for a while, didn't they?
no, the problem was they couldn't reduce the price because the company, the dev studio went under, and then the rights went to the state of Rhode Island. For some reason, the rights to sell it on Steam went to the state of Rhode Island. So, imagine you're working with government
That's
to try
fucking
and
weird.
authorize a sale on a piece of software through Steam. Can you imagine how long it would take? Well, it took about a year for them to be able to discount the price at all. So the crazy sales that you see on like Amazon and Gamersgate and all those other places,
Bam.
it's harder for them to do it on Steam
that's
because the state owns that. So eventually it will be reduced. It just might take 5 or 6 years. It's so crazy. Yeah, apparently the company went under because I remember
Wow.
reading articles about how he was really inspired to make this RPG, or he really wanted to make kind of an MMO RPG, and was really heavily involved in the design and everything. And it sounds like he pretty much made what he wanted to. But
I don't understand. I thought it was a really well loved game. Like I don't.
it's a lot of people think it's too easy and a little too repetitive. Like the longer you play it, the more it's pretty much the same.
Oh.
It wasn't poorly received. It was an average game. I don't think people really hated it, but nobody really super loved it either. And part of what hurt it was Steam never really being able to discount it because so many people buy games on Steam. They wait for those cheaper prices, and if that never happens, then people don't try the game as widely. So
Silk Swatch?
I mean, you could blame Origins.
Oh shit!
People hate
Wow, that fucking frozen guy killed the shit out of me.
it. Yeah, they suck. Maybe you do need some frost resistance. Yeah,
No, I just need more hit points. I have like half the hit points that my soldier has, if that.
That's crazy. Yeah, what Enforcer's saying, the combat was liked. It's just some people do not like doing the same thing. Like, you really, if you don't like the combat, or if you think it's a little repetitive or tiresome, by the end of the game, people felt really OP with what gear they had, and that the fights were just not a challenge to them. That's the biggest complaint that I heard. But honestly, for me, it sounds fun. I don't really mind being OP in certain games.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't mind
after a while,
repetitive combat either.
I like killing stuff. If I like the battle system, then I just want to keep doing it. Like,